Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
We do
Gun?
this tight.
So on this level up, everyone got a gun, and it just showed up in their inventory.
Oh
Yo.
god, he's got a gut!
But you see, the lady here
Gertrude pleads
pulls
the
out
second.
another gun.
Oh god!
Oh shit.
I
Ares pulls out a bazooka.
I please a fifth. And a second!
Ares.
I need to
Fine.
edit my...
Ares puts down the bazooka and pulls out a flamethrower instead.
Now, dears,
That's more like...
whatever happened to good old-fashioned flintlocks?
They were too ineffective.
Gertrude pulls out a fucking musket.
We'll see about that.
Another
Out
fucking
of the whisk.
speaker.
Lady next to go.
Says ball ammo.
Autobot pulls out a motherfucking bazooka.
This modern nonsense.
Ares pulls out a nuclear bomb.
Oh no.
Weirdly,
Do you
I
know how
wouldn't
to
be
designate that?
surprised.
Autodos pulls out anti-grain warhead.
Hmm. Feel like we're reaching mad levels. Alrighty.
Gertrude pulls out a power
Right.
beam activator.
Oh god.
Cease the
Oh
escalation.
dear god.
Alright.
Pulls an aerodrone salvo.
Okay, we're getting...
Oh god, no.
It's escalating more.
He pulls in a planet killer.
Oh god. Not
Okay.
again.
Autodos in that the Death Star Mark
Terminatus.
3.
There's already been a Death Star. Death
I
Star.
heard that, Lucas.
Yes, Exterminatus.
Yeah, that's cool.
How dare you?
AKA.
So Myria, you want to set the scene?
Mary, you might want to do that.
Okay.
To exist.
I'm
So-
putting on the cool action music.
Indeed. So the cool action music? Okay. So,
I'm gonna put on
What?
peaceful music.
I cannot have music because I'm on my phone, and apparently I don't think I can play music at the same time as Discord, which is sad.
Hey, Ken. You got Spotify?
Yeah, not on my phone.
Bruh. Imagine.
It's refusing.
Weak.
Actually, wait. I can. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's good. Can I hear you?
Maybe.
Huh.
Ooh.
Like how everyone was just silent as soon as she asked.
Yeah.
Hey, can I hear you? No one responds.
Hang on a minute, is this another new profile picture? Yes, it is.
Yep. I thought it was
Yep.
Metapod, but it's apparently just like a cocoon.
It's just a leaf.
This looks
Leaf.
like a very close-up leaf.
It looks like a wing, but I just was like, oh,
It
okay.
also looked like a wing, yeah.
I think I've
Yeah.
changed mine once in the entire time, and that was only because I changed it to the same as
Yep.
Quinn's once, and then I lost the original.
Man, sucks for y'all, imagine. I've changed mine once. That is all.
I don't think Harry's ever changed his
Change what?
profile picture.
No, I haven't. I have been thinking that I should, like, once I finish school, to pay, like, some artist to make me a profile pic.
Eh.
Bruh, your sibling's an artist.
True.
Yeah. Pay them.
Well,
Give me the
them
money. Yeah.
Why did you make that clear? You should have said, I could make it for you for a price. That's what you should have said.
Yes, your internal organs that I shall sell on the back market.
$300 million.
So you're also
Mhm.
getting into Rimworld.
If you can't pay up, I take your spleen.
Yep, and a couple other
that
organs
is-
too.
I will eat your pancreas.
Well, yeah, I'm not just... Again, that is Rimworld in a nutshell, isn't it? Just... If you do not pay money, you can pay with your vital organs. Because vital organs sell for a lot.
Ella's muted, and I
Indeed.
think you talking to her is funny.
Yes, I also think it is funny.
Set and scene time? Are we going to go into the
Okay.
into the? I was about
You
to say
know,
video
we
game. This isn't a
could
video
or we
game.
couldn't. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm debating, on the fence, 50-50. So,
I know where you live. Start the session.
I know where. I don't know where you live. I know where you sleep.
I also know that. I've been there.
so, I'm just gonna start slowly subtracting ones from Otodos's health.
Hey, is it
Why?
penguin? I heard penguins.
Why? Bruh. Why? Why does
Ludos is being murdered by.
So I can actually maybe start the session, you know?
Okay.
Yay!
Bones
Thank
Malone and
you!
Maloney boys.
Hashtag bad DM.
If you
No,
Okay.
spell applesauce with just A's, you can say that.
What?
It was on Instagram. It was funny.
Insert the screams and disappear meme here.
If you spell applesauce with just A's, you can say it, and then it's just a scream.
Yeah.
Right, where's the screams and disappear again?
Cause why not?
So, last we left off, things weren't going the best. Otodos had managed to find Emily. That was going well. You know, we have an Emily. There's a child. Only problem is he was being chased by a scary, lady who is part Earth Genasi, part Fire Genasi, with, you know, veins and magma looks and all of that fun stuff. Also slightly annoyed from certain people's, you know,
Are you looking
having
for
a
the
very
antics?
yes, antics and toilet breaks and other things. So, just decided to go, well, F it, and then summoned 5 different skeletons around Otodos and Emily to try and stop their escape. Also, during this time, we have Clove and all of the other Clove being under the effects of a spell. I can't remember the spell, but suggestion, that one, and is now stuck inside. And I believe that's basically it. Gertrude and Ares had just gotten inside after getting back from the toilet.
If I remember correctly, I think Clove knows about Otodos with the child too, because they talk to me through the mind.
Mm-hmm. They did.
So disappointed in all of you.
Huh.
Okay, so
That's interesting.
shall we? And I believe me and Luna were going to do some stuff after the session, which was fun.
We did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey Myria, just for the record, when I cast a spell out of the ring, it does count as me casting the spell. I have just rolled a 1.
Wild magic surge.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
When that
When
happens,
was this? When did we?
Dimension Door.
Oh. Okay.
What the hell happened between sessions?
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
You'll
Um,
see.
Can we, everyone, please roll initiative,
Oh, okay.
including Luna?
We're doing this.
Fine, I'll roll initiative.
Thanks, but
14.
no.
Oh, the
No,
turn tracker is not up yet. The turn order's not up yet. It may not have worked. My genius.
Try it again.
You're so bad for initiative.
I don't want to re-roll.
I
it.
rolled a 3.
I'll put
Like,
the
everyone's
13
fucking
in
killing
there,
each
but
other,
I
and
can't
then she
roll for
realizes
that 13.
that, oh, we're fighting
Ah.
now.
Of
90.
fucking course.
I
I'm
think
man
it's
of my
just an
word.
order of operations thing.
I'm man of my word.
Fair enough.
Of course I get a nat 20.
Clover rolls a 15
My
plus
Emily in the
4.
turn order, okay, damn.
I am such
Well,
a
yeah,
bad.
Emily obviously has a turn. Come on, what did you expect? Do you expect your sister not to be in this combat?
What's her initiative bonus?
0.
Let me pull up the character sheet. Give me a second.
What is her dex?
I need to check. I haven't
She
got a
just has
character
more
sheet up, okay?
dexterity than Ramsey does, just sitting there.
What about Mr. Fluffykins?
6'3", Erdido's
I wouldn't be
Mr.
beyond like
Fluffykins is not in the turn order.
Give me a second. She has a +2 to dex.
look at the health bar.
What? Oh no, he's not dead. They just grabbed him out and didn't give him health.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
I
is
assume
currently
I'm
a spider that just got dropped to the floor because she, like, teleported.
Yeah. I assumed.
So I need to
get
change my
the-
health.
Oh, yep, so do I. Thanks for reminding me.
Yep, tokens need changing.
Fun.
This is about to end weirdly, isn't it?
Yep. Die down, and it has 10 hit points, and 13, and 14.
Well, we don't die at all.
I'm
That
not
sounds
even
like a
on the. I'm not on the initiative. Cause my token's not on the map.
The
What is your
planet
initiative?
does not die.
14.
Okay, and I need to roll. Okay, I need to roll a few different peoples. Fun. Did you get the Emily has +2 modifier, Lucas?
Where?
Emily has a very high dex modifier for a child.
Am I rolling? Okay.
Yeah, please do.
Damn, I'm on fire today.
Not the 20? Oh.
Only one of them
Okay,
gets
Emily
it.
is.
What's your dex modifier, Lucas? +1? Okay.
+1.
Emily goes first, casts fucking power word
Wish.
kill.
I need to roll.
Wish. True polymorphs into an adult red dragon.
Divine interventions. Fucking kills everyone. Channel divinity, destroy undead. Use an action to blow the horn.
Destroy undead?
Not gonna. No.
That's a very high level. Yes. I think it's like, what, 5th?
5th, right?
Yeah, 5th.
I don't know.
Divine intervention is 10th. Yeah, 5th, that's CR 1/2. They get CR 1 at 8th. And then at 11th they get CR 2. And then it's 14th they get CR 3. And 17th it's CR 4.
Where the hell is the link to Tara's spreadsheet? Is that? Don't mind me.
Yo. Oh, I. Sudden talking, like, I just rolled and just natural a one eye of her talking.
Yep.
A little bit.
That happens.
Gertrude needs initiative. Barry needs initiative.
Erdidos needs to put
Odin needs
initiative in.
initiative.
Oh, put in.
NPCs
I,
need
I,
initiative. They can keep zeros though. It'll be nice if they can keep zeros.
They won't.
Yeah, I know they won't.
Oh, that one's initiative bonus. I don't know that one's initiative bonus. I think I know Barry's initiative bonus. Wild Magic Surge is going off. 33. I wonder if that's not what I think it is. Oh no, it's that one, okay. That one's a good one.
Which I was using monsters. I don't. Okay. That one is the one I was using. Yes.
Guys, I rolled a 1 on my 1D gun.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has. That's their initiative. Okay.
Also, I found out what these the DFs actually are.
Yeah, dice of fate, aren't they? From
Yeah.
Warhammer or whatever.
I think certain systems have them. Essentially, they have plus sides and minus sides, and you total them up to.
There's also neutral sides on some, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monster of the Week uses it. And generally, you'll roll like
You'd roll more than one, yeah.
like that, and then it's just a total 1. What's this?
Zero's neutral, I would assume.
No, just what's the exclamation mark P?
Like, I don't know what P is. I know that some of them are like exploding,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and there's different types of exploding dice. My understanding of exploding dice is like, say it was a D6 weapon. If you rolled a 6, you would then roll another D6. And yeah, kind of like Chaos Bolt. No, not really.
Similar. The way there's a certain type of exploding that is different.
Yeah.
To what this is here, where you roll a die and if you land on a 6, you go up to the next die and you roll that, and if you roll an 8, you go up to the next, and then it's just a. It's a constant thing, and then you like, whatever the highest number you end up getting is, that's your thing, and then you add modifiers to that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I think that's how that one works.
I don't know. There's probably many ways to do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Depends on the system. We are vibing.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think
Erdido should put his initiative in the turn order.
Oh, I thought I did. Give me a sec. Also, I need to restart. Need to do something. Not restart, like, give me a lot. Not restart computer. Chrome.
Hang on, go to sources. Like look at the sources tab on D&D Beyond. The Spelljammer one. What is that, and why is it so adorable?
It's the best creature, and it will be used.
There we are.
What's this?
I don't know, but I want it.
Under source, the little picture next to Spelljammer, under sources on D&D Beyond.
It's like a cute little
What is
rodent.
it? Yeah, I want one.
It's okay, it comes out in August, we'll get one. I have decided. I will summon one using my money. 60 plus new creatures, including astral elves, cosmic horrors, lunar and solar dragons, murder comets, and space clowns to use in encounters. I'm really interested in the space clowns, personally. New space backgrounds and races. Like the plasmoid, hopefully. New spells and magic items for your party.
Mm-hmm.
Wild space and the astral sea. Down now, you need to calm down.
Okay. I think that is everyone. Are we ready to start? Yes, we have
I guess
Oshidos's
so.
initiative. Okay. Stop. Okay, great. I love all the player characters who get to go first.
Yeah,
All of them.
yeah, what do you mean? We're doing great.
Okay,
I think Clove is meant to be above Barry, but yeah.
He.
I don't know what Barry's dex is, but yeah.
Damn.
I think Oshidos is above Gertrude.
Probably. I don't think Gertrude has a +4.
And those two. Okay, yeah, that one's definitely in front. Okay, that's all good. Let's start with Emily's turn. Emily is going to do nothing and just hang on to Oshidos because, yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. That one's turn is having a conversation. Let me just do thing. Boop. Okay. Okay, so it is that one's turn. So. I think some people inside had known that things were happening, but this one didn't. So I'm just gonna skip past their turn and just gonna do nothing for now. Clove, what are you doing?
I guess nothing, because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Just sit in the corner and just looking around, see what I can distract myself with. I don't know.
A reminder that you had been told last time about how effed Otidos is.
Ah, yeah, forgot that part. Yeah, I think this is a scenario where I think personally Otidos needs to learn from it. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill. And I guess I'll tell who told me that Otidos was fucked?
Aries.
Aries. I'm gonna just tell Ranthy slightly, just like Ranthy, you know Otidos, our dear troublemaker of a friend. This is all telepathic, by the way. He's kind of fucked.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We should probably go out and help.
I can't. I can't help him. Even if I wanted to, I can't.
Anyway.
Yeah. I end my turn, Mary. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Okay. At the end of your turn, then I do believe it will be Barry's turn, who doesn't know anything, so it is going to skip him. And Ren's turn, who also doesn't know anything, so yeah. Randy, woo! What are we doing?
Thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to start killing people, but Is Granny like attentive?
He is. Define attentive. Is she like? She's definitely watching what you're doing.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to just walk out quietly. To go out the door or not to go out the door? If anyone has ideas, feel free to chip in, because I'm a bit,
I
yeah,
don't know.
I'm
torn.
not there.
You're not there, fair.
I would suggest not to. I suggest to, instead of us getting into more trouble, we stay out of trouble.
What would Ranty do? Ranty has been told that Ododos is fucked.
That is
By
true.
extension, fuck it, let's do this. Going out the door. I need to hit some. I want to hit something.
Yes, they should. Oh god, they did. Oh, this is great. Doing great. Okay, you step outside to. I think it's a spider there, and no other signs.
Ah yes, Ranty, you notice this tiny spider just sitting in the middle of the road. It's really magical how your eyesight noticed this.
Okay, do I hear anything?
You hear. You know, you'd probably hear. To your just roll a perception check. Just
I
how
don't think
good,
people are
how
being
good
dead
is that?
silent while they're being surrounded by skeletons.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
it is a bit
Emily
away, and they're
react
around
to
the corner.
5 skeletons showing up.
23.
You know, there is probably a scream.
Yeah, 23. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, you can hear this like
Alright, I've already moved like 5 feet, I think. So
in a slightly familiar voice.
25, so that's 30 feet. I will dash. That's 5. Oh, I see the situation. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello?
Hello.
I don't have an action, so I can't do anything. What's going on? Why?
I believe
don't know why I'm...
this dwarf is trying to kidnap one of the residents here. So I was just convincing them to not.
There's irony. There's a bit of irony somewhere there.
Yes, maybe a little bit.
I mean, that's my turn. I use my action to dash, so...
Okay. Yes, and that. Anything else you're doing, or is that it?
That's all I'm doing. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Now then, Mr. Dwarf, can you please put the child down? So, because, well, I would really like to just punch my feelings out. I don't want to hurt the child. You know? Okay. So, see how we go. See how we go.
Down. Oh god, my brain is just imploding.
It's not your turn just yet. You have it next, but yes. Let me just figure out what else they're gonna do. Okay, yep, that's what they're gonna do. And they just sort of start twirling. Let me just make sure. Let me just read up one thing. action.
Terra can select up to 6 creatures that it can see to ignore it.
So, which one is this? I'm gonna save that now. Okay, yep, so they're just gonna start, like, twirling a few strands of purple energy around their fingers. Okay? So, that's the end of their turn. Oshidos, what are you doing?
I will put down Emily, but I'm going to say, how about I ask you a question? Why do you have this chart?
Because she was brought here. She showed up one day.
Who brought her here?
I don't know. I don't care.
She's not meant, from what I'm aware, because she is someone's sister.
Don't care. So, can we all sort this out civilized-like?
I guess so.
Civilized lad
Great.
pulls
Wait,
out
wait.
a fucking knife.
We can be
Great.
civilized.
Good. Good. What else are you doing in your turn, Oshidos?
Nothing. Also, again, I would be ready for conflict. I guess. Like, I'll guess I'd steal myself or something like that, but yeah.
Are you saying you are trying to ready an action? Or are you just gonna...
Action, I'm just, like, on edge, I guess.
Okay.
Just at the side, if I feel like a conflict is going to happen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna act. So basically, I'm just saying right here.
We are currently in initiative,
Yes.
Right.
so like,
But no one's stabbed anyone yet.
Yes.
not yet.
This is mainly for me so I can keep track of turns.
I mean, initiative doesn't have to be combat.
No, it doesn't. I'm just saying that
Just when,
that's not really an action to take.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just, yeah.
You could dodge.
Dodge dance.
I guess I dodged.
It's a pretty good thing to do.
Indeed. Okay, so Oshidos is living up to the namesake. Well, not the namesake, but you know,
Urchidos?
pass.
What is the
Oshidos is living
Living
up
up
to
to the
his
class.
history. Yes,
You need to
living
make a
up to
dancer
history.
class. That's what I'm hearing.
Indeed.
A dancer subclass for the fighter.
Okay, so that'll be the end of Oshidos' turn. Gertrude, what are we doing?
So Gertrude's just seen, like... She's probably heard the scream.
Yeah.
And she's seen, like, Ranthy rush out of
Mhm.
the room. And she's not, like, being forced to stay in there.
Yes.
Opportunity attack question.
I guess she'll, like, go out to follow him. Oh, come now, Ranthy. It's really quite cold outside. Do you really have to run out like that? She's still kind of like keeping up the pretense because she hasn't got like the full story, and will dash.
So what did you say again?
It's just
Choose things.
things, yes. Like, oh come on, Randy, do you really have to run outside like that? It's really quite cold. Can I go further? With 60 feet, including the dash.
Let me just check. One, you can go. Wait, you can go. Yeah, that's the furthest you can go. We can take one more step.
Okay. Oh, were those skeletons?
Oh, dear, dear. Not you two. Now, we're trying to sort this out civilly. So if you would please just stay back there, and we will all go inside and we can talk about this.
I just want to mention. Gertrude probably will have to end her turn here because she's got nothing else to do.
You got bonus actions.
I do. What can I do with the bonus actions?
Mm,
No, it's an action.
probably nothing at the moment.
Yeah. Just like. I kind of notice on my next turn. I can move within 30 feet of all these skellies. And I have this neat little feature called Turn Undead, which can destroy undead at low CR.
I believe that's, yeah.
Are we being civilized for now, or are we?
Well, like, I think Gertrude should be in a position to do that if things go wrong.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, I'll end my turn.
Okay. That's the end of Gertrude's turn. Mr. Fluffykins! Ares. What do you want Mr. Fluffykins to do?
He is a spider.
He is a spider. The spider!
Still in spider form, Mr. Fluffykins is just gonna kinda.
Just as a note,
Yes.
he has a speed of 20 feet.
Yes.
Spider.
Yes.
Yes, very fast.
Spiders are fast, man.
They
Terrifying.
are. Okay, yep. We're gonna go ruler. Okay, they're just gonna kneel closer to people.
Kneel closer to people.
Can
Okay.
they dash?
Yes.
Ooh. So there's just gonna be kind of a hovering spider near Gertrude.
What about a hovering T-posing spider?
Can rocks T-pose?
But it's a
Good,
spider.
good, good.
But they can T-pose
Yeah,
if they
good.
really want to.
The spider can T-pose.
So, is that the end of your turn? Is
Yep.
that the end of Mr. Fluffkin's turn? Okay. Ares' turn for now.
Okay. Ares is just gonna say to the grandma, "Sorry, but I just shat my pants," and they're gonna run out the door.
What is
And
going to
they
Ares do
are
out the door?
going to dash. And yeah.
So line up, everybody.
Yep.
Are we
You know-
all coming out here.
That's okay. That's the end of my turn.
Everybody just
terrible.
line up and be prepared for what happens next.
Okay.
Ares, by the way, when the person said, "Is everyone coming out here?" Ares is just gonna say, "I shat myself."
Okay. Next one. This Tara just whispers under bed. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hmm?
And the next turn is Emily's turn.
Yes.
And Emily is very, very scared. She's a big, brave person. You know what she's going to do? She's going to run all the way over to Ranthy, straight past Tara, and hide behind him.
Sorry, I'm reading stuff.
So you've got Ranthy behind your legs. You sort of just lost a leg to
Yep.
Emily. Yeah.
There.
That's happened.
Yep.
So, Morphintine's turn? Oh wait, did I? That's sure. Actually, there's no turn here. I don't know what you're talking about at all. Nothing.
Bonjour.
And then I believe it is this one's turn. His mother's just gonna be like,
Oh dear.
I'm sure Tara can handle it. Do you want some tea, dear? This is to Clove.
Oh, what type of tea do you have?
Tea?
Oh, so you don't have yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll have some tea.
And she just turns and hobbles over to a little teapot just over in the corner. Just little whistling sounds start coming from over there. What are you doing?
You know what? I would just tell Barry because I don't trust these idiots around. Barry, can you do me a favor and check up on the others? They're probably up to no good or getting themselves in deeper shit.
Fine.
Thank you, you're such a lifesaver.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Do anything else?
You know what? I'll go for 20. I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
I've had enough of being in the corner.
Okay. So, with the end of Clove's turn, Barry's turn is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40-ish. What's happening?
It's quite tense, but I think we're not actively stabbing each other
Yep.
yet.
Yeah,
Well,
about
well,
that. The sort of just rush of Emily just over to Ranthy, just sort of, Tara's just sort of, her eyes are like mad. She's a little mad at that. She's just like, child, you are with us. You're supposed to be with us, not. That will be the end of Red's turn. That one's there, okay. Ren is. And I was like, hey, where did everyone else go?
If you ask me, they're probably getting up to deep shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be best if we probably stay here and not get fucked over.
who's just drawn a massive cock?
Oh, it's a very nice chicken, I must say.
Between you and me, Ren, I can't do it.
Very well.
I can't
Very
move,
well.
leave here, so I'm hands are tied.
Okay. I think I'll just sit down. Can I have some tea too, if that's okay? Yes, dear. You may always have tea. That's the end of Ren's turn. Rampy's turn. It's like, great.
Yeah, you alright? I'm terrible at the voice. You okay?
Ah.
Much head pats.
Okay. Anything else you're doing?
Hmm. I'll just look at Terry and go like, we don't know her name, but or their name, but there you go. We cool. Be civil.
I think we
Be
did
civil.
hear their name. In the
I
tunnel.
honestly don't remember.
In the tunnel, because they took us off of Cherish, and then Cherish was like, Tara, what the fuck?
Ah, okay.
Bitch. That was the whole interaction.
Okay. Alright. I'll dodge, but like I don't see dodge as actively dancing around. I just kind of ready. I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Alert.
Okay. Tara's just sort of looking at it like, you know what? You guys have just been such a swell pain in the neck.
Shit, here we go.
Fuck.
If you think you're giving your life to these children, then why is it that Emily here is so eager to get away from you?
As an explosion
Oh shit, here we go.
of energy. Oh, I thought that was a 150-foot radius. That would have been OP.
What the fuck? You think I don't know? It's just a fireball.
No.
Well,
Sadness.
not even a fireball. It can be any damage type, but yeah. It can be the damage
Sadness.
types that are up there. This is
And just from about...
Why are you sad about that? Excuse me?
She
That
wanted
was
to hit
good.
you as well.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Oh well.
What the actual flip? What the actual...
As an explosion of fire energy erupts from Ranthy. Can Ranthy, Ares, Gertrude, Mr. Fluffykins, and Barry all make saving throws? And just those people.
What kind?
Just those
Dexterity.
people, not the other person that's also within 5 feet of Ranthi?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not the
5
other
feet.
person.
It is a 20-foot explosion radius.
4.
Hang on, wait.
Hey, not 20.
Wait, does Ranthi also need to? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Yo.
Ranthy does, yes.
Four.
Ranthy does, but not Emily.
4 gang.
Great.
4.
2 nat 20s in a row. What the heck? This has never happened to me before. What?
Evoker, I'm guessing.
What?
Taken from it.
Luke is having like a mental break.
Oh yeah, I forgot these are stat blocks, not... Yeah.
So, Mr. Fluffykins has also been moved for, yay, nay?
Natural 20.
Yep.
2 natural 20s in a row.
2 natural 20s in a row. My luck is about to hit the fan. So I'm gonna be.
It is about to
I
drop
had-
so
I had
hard.
2
I'm
nat
gonna be
20s.
rolling natural ones
Yeah.
for the rest of the
I had
session.
2 nat 20s earlier as
No,
well.
don't say it, you'll jinx it.
One didn't
Okay,
count
sure.
though.
Okay. I
My
think
best
that
option
means...
is to flee.
Okay. Let's get something up.
A reminder to Ares that you can use your reaction to halve the damage that your familiar takes.
Yeah.
In case you'll probably need it, but it's more whether
Yeah.
or not it'll actually save it. Depending on what they roll, it might.
Yeah.
If it's at or below average,
Mm,
Question: did a single person make the save?
Ares
Um,
and the familiar.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 10 for barrier, okay.
Mhm.
oh,
So-
yeah, so
That means that yep, those two saved and the others all failed. So could everyone please take 43 fire damage, except for Ares and
okay.
the other one, who is
This is
halved
actually
to
It'll live.
horrible. Yes.
Assuming we're using Mr. Fluffykin's normal health,
no, it's the imps, so it'll be 10.
it hasn't been rolled.
Imps don't have 40 health either way. Imps have very
It
little.
would have
Yeah.
been 20, and
It's
then
like
you
some
can
special
halve it
buff
with your
survival.
reaction down to 10.
Well, 43,
Mhm.
21,
10.
10.
Yeah.
If the health is rolled high enough, it'll live.
Okay. Well, since it is a different form, can you roll the? You want to?
What do I roll for health?
3d4 plus 3.
Yeah, that.
3d4 plus 3?
Did you say
Mhm.
fire
you say?
damage, Myria?
Yeah.
Mr. Fluffykins takes nothing. It's an imp. It's fire.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
fire
You don't need
resistance.
to use
Oh,
your
True.
reaction.
Okay,
oh
good.
okay. So it doesn't even matter. Right? You good?
So I
Okay.
take 20?
Yes, unless you
21.
21.
21, okay.
An attack from an attacker, you see. 21 is halved.
Ooh, look at Barry. Barry's doing so great.
Oh yeah, I should put that in the character damage tally, shouldn't I?
Probably.
43, 43, 43, 21. That is, I think, the most damage so far? I think that's right.
Okay, I think that's that one. Okay. Flashlight. I think that will be the end of Terra's turn. Actually, wait.
She's got a bonus action if you want to use it.
Yeah, they do, and I think I will just use it as they teleport up onto the stable. So, Oceanos, I think it's your turn.
Hello, Otodos. You watched an explosion engulf your friends, but you also watched it just kind of zip around Terra.
Mm-hmm. You sort of didn't do anything at all.
I think it'd be
Okay.
noticeable that like the explosion like physically went around Emily to like Rampy and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because it like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were like right next to her. It's just sort of like
it's like there's Ranthy's butt not on fire, but the rest of it.
yeah,
Very on fire.
definitely on fire.
Because she was like
You know,
grabbing onto
just
his
his left-
legs, right? So like
Yeah, so it's just
it just
his
cut
left
off
leg is
right
just
before
fine.
Emily. Just
Yeah,
right
so his
before
left leg is fine.
Terra.
Everything else.
Right? It was Terra, this person here.
Yep, that's Terra.
Hold on, I'm just gonna mutter F this. I'm going to take the bonus action disengage. Go. One. I can do bonus action disengage, right? Let me double
Yep.
check.
Yep, bonus action disengage is a part of the arsenal.
Bonus action disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to roll
She's
to attack
on
and
top of the stable.
20. Yes.
on the
1,
roof
2,
of the stable.
3, 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb.
You
And I
have
have
climbing
two-story
speed,
work,
don't you?
So the
No,
distance.
it
Oh.
isn't double speed to do it
So
for
it's-
him.
Mhm.
It's
As
Okay.
long as
I
it
can
is
climb-
climbable, he can climb.
Mhm.
It no longer costs me extra movement to climb.
It's a
Okay.
climbing speed without a climbing speed. It means he can't like
Mhm.
stick to walls. It just means that like if the surface is climbable, he can climb it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb to how high is it?
It's probably about. It needs to accommodate horses, so it's probably about 10 feet up.
Okay, so let me just recap through. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20 feet.
Right.
Oh no, see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 feet. I'm gonna climb, making that 35 feet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna climb up, move here. I guess that's about 40-ish, I guess.
35 to there.
And then I'm going to roll to attack. Actions. It won't be a sneak attack or anything like that.
Mhm.
But nonetheless, it's an attack. So I'm going to roll. That is 16 to hit.
16 to hit.
Yep.
That's gonna miss.
There.
Ooh, can I describe that one?
Yeah. What were you gonna?
Because
Okay,
her
what
her
might be
unarmored defense
higher?
technically comes from
Oh,
her
yeah.
intelligence, so it's technically magic deflecting the shot because he beat her
Oh.
dexterity.
Okay. So yeah, they just You sort of go to stab her, and she sort of just looks at the blade, and it just sort of starts curving away to the right. And you physically can't, even as you got your hold on the blade, this force is just too strong for it to not curve. You can't stop it from curving. And you miss. Yep. Anything else you're gonna do?
Don't think I can do anything else. No, I cannot do anything else.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then it will be Gertrude's turn. Yay.
So have like those skellies made any indication to attack?
I may have forgotten them, but sure.
So
No,
they have.
not yet.
No,
They
not
haven't
yet.
moved yet.
They were
Remind me
technically
where-
meant to go before Erdodos, but you know what? Fuck it.
Remind me where Terra went. Sorry, did you go like through a window or on the roof?
She teleported
On the roof.
On the roof.
Okay.
So
Let's just say that they that's
Basically,
like
Myria decided accidentally
Yes.
decided not to commit even more violence.
No, yeah, no. The skeletons.
What is-
She just. It was an afterthought, you know.
yeah. They're
Skellies.
gonna be they're gonna go on initiative 0. Yeah.
In the
See?
heat of
No,
everything
they
that
go
happened,
immediately after Terra.
completely forgot about the skeleton.
Shh.
It's in the description of the thing.
Like to ignore. Ah, never mind.
So those are terrors.
Ignore them.
So they are undead though.
Yeah. They are dead.
I mean, as far as you can tell, probably.
No
Skeletons.
bones, skeletons shambling
Good
around.
specialty. She's a cleric. God damn it. Okay, she's gonna walk up to there
Ooh.
and she's going to. What do we think of turn undead?
Poise has a good idea. Maybe that.
I can't hear you, Harry.
That sounds like it might be a good idea.
Yes, Queen. We're just gonna look at Terra for a second and say, that was hardly appropriate, young lady. And then turn undead on the skellies. So it'd be
Okay.
channel divinity.
Okey. Ooh, I think
Someone is
that
playing.
Wisdom save.
Someone is using Duolingo.
Yeah, oh god.
Minus
So you can hear my
one.
brother. Okay,
And if they're CR1 or below and they fail the save, they're instantly destroyed.
The skeletons. Yes.
mhm.
CR1. CR1
Yeah.
half.
Did I read that wrong?
I think you don't get CR1 until level 11, do you? No, you get it right. No, CR1, 8.
CR1.
CR18. All up CR18 kills the lich instantly.
Well, 17th level at CR4 or below.
Yeah. You can't
A very
immediately
weak
kill
lich.
a very low-powered lich. A fresh lich.
Mhm.
Flesh.
This wizard becomes lich. Yes, I will live forever.
Phylactery specifically.
Nah.
No, yeah, it's for lower level undead to just go, eh. It's like horde killer thing.
Yeah, it's basically undead problems. Use use turn undead.
It is.
Hmm.
What's your saving throw?
Let me
Well,
check.
You know, I don't think the one that rolled a 0 did it. None of those.
Literally a 0.
Yeah.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
It's your spell save DC, gotcha.
Ah, sweet. So that's 16 save DC. So, no, they all fail.
Okay. That problem dealt with. Perfect. One less thing for me to worry about. One less thing to worry
Ah.
about.
That was cool.
15, 1 through 12. 13, 15, 1 through 12.
Let's see. I still got my bonus action.
You do have a bonus action, yes.
Yes, queen.
And that doesn't count as a spell.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. I'll do mass healing word for my bonus action. So it'll be on Self, Ranthy, I believe that's Luna, and Barry. Barry's the main concern here.
Not Luna.
Oh,
I am
right, of
Luna.
course.
That is Ares.
I always mix them up. I always mix up the tokens for some reason.
It's the
Yeah,
purple.
they do look.
It's the
Similar
horns,
purple.
you know.
Yeah,
Your all
yeah.
tieflings look the same to Gertrude.
She's not even a. He's not even a tiefling.
Well, he got horns. That's a tiefling.
No.
You just proved my point here.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let me just put something to you, Gertrude.
Fantasy accidental fantasy racism is funny.
Is there a recipe of rocks fall? Gertrude dies for that.
Yep, I just realized I didn't give this.
I just
But
that depends on your answer. Gertrude.
Hey, should I count
I do
killing
my healing
all of
word
those
first.
undead as damage? They'll have, like,
Kill count,
13
yes.
health.
Damage, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, kill count.
Oh, that's like a satyr or some shit.
But it has horns.
Yeah, it's a satyr.
Yeah.
They've got horns though. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have horns.
Yes.
Sometimes they
Horny
cut them off.
Okay.
Sometimes you
Good to know.
can't find anything about satyrs because all it keeps showing you is fawn, and they're basically the same thing, but their mythology is like slightly different, and it pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Just of course.
That's
Look at
1
the
4 plus 9 hit points.
So, how much health
Spell.
is from the mass healing word?
Let's find out.
1d4 plus 9.
4 plus 9, 13.
Very good, very good. Okay, so plus 13.
Hold on.
So, Gertrude,
Gertrude
Ares,
gets another.
Ranthy. What's this here?
Gertrude gets a little bit more from that.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You get like 5 more, I think. Right?
Do
It's a 3rd level spell, and you've healed.
Oh yeah, I
another
get
creature.
extra. Yeah, you're right.
How much health?
You get 13.
Okay. So, as everyone has got the extra 13 hit points used.
Yep.
Ares,
Okay.
you've healed that 13 hit points.
I'm doing that right now. Oh, yay! I'm at 69.
Nice.
That's good.
Okay, great. Very well. That'll be the. Is that the end of Gertrude's turn?
Yes.
Okay, now it's time for the not dead Mr. Fluffykins.
Yay! Mr. Fluffykins is going to go over to was it Terra?
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting their name, and they're going to sting them.
Just as a
They-
point.
Attack.
They can do, but it says
Warlock
action.
warriors, I believe, are an
No,
exception.
no.
You need
that's
to
on
do the
Ares' turn.
You need to do an action
Yeah,
on
I
Ares'
know my
turn.
turn. Okay, I guess not then.
Also,
Mr.
this is
Fluffykins.
just as a note, is Mr. Fluffykins currently is in a spider form,
Yes.
and this is 10 feet up. It's they're on the roof of the stable.
Hey, hear me
Okay.
out. Action transform move, and he uses his reaction to attack, not anything else.
Hmm. I did not understand that.
Turn him back into an imp.
Yes, I shall do that.
Yo.
Okay. Impy Doodah, now an imp.
Impity Tuda.
Yeah, so as a bonus action, you can make him attack, and then whenever you take the attack action, he can also attack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Withdraw one of your attacks, he can attack, but casting Eldritch Blast isn't an attack action, it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay.
increase the hit. Nope.
Hmm.
Okay.
So, I can't really do anything else now?
Mr. Fluffykins can't, but you can.
Yeah.
But your turn is just right now. Next.
Mr. Fluffykins shall just vibe there.
Okay. Okay. So the ink is up there. Okay. Very good, very good. Are you going to move the imp over at all, or is that where it's staying?
I'm just gonna. Boop. They haven't flied up, they're just vibing there. I feel
Okay.
like it would also be a good idea for it would have also been a good idea for Mr. Fluffykins to stop being a spider around small child.
Okay, just a few things. If you do want to attack Mr. Fluffkins on your turn, you can't move him.
Yeah,
He
I know.
needs to be next. Okay. Yep.
I know. I'm not going to attack with Mr.
Okay.
Fluffykins.
Okay. Then Ares, I guess that's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to smite
Why has
them,
Mr.
not with
Fluffykins
smite,
Why has Mr. Fluffykins only moved like that far?
because I'm doing something else.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to cast Blight.
Ah! Mm-hmm.
So that's a con save. Has to get over 17.
Okay. Just give me a second. That's this one. Does a 20 save?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Boop-a-doo. So I roll and half it then, right?
Yes. So just tell me what you get on the dice total, and then I'll work out the rest. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be a nuisance and roll with actual dice. Because I don't know, I just kind of feel like it. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly write down what I got. That's a 1, then a 4, then an 8. Where did the other ones go? Then a 2, a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There. Grabbing the other dice. That is another 7. Boop. Maths.
98, yeah?
Yeah, and I found the other one, which is a 4. I have to roll another one because I only have 8 dice. And that's an 8. Damn. I'm missing 1 dice. I shall quickly find that dice. It went under my chair, so I cannot sit in my chair now.
No.
Damn. Ah, found it. That is a 4 again.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my trusty calculator because I can't do maths.
Yeah. Sure.
Just have to believe in the heart of the math extension too, and then you'll get it right every time.
Oh, yeah. How has math extension 2 been helpful at uni? Is it just, all the
I
stuff they're
believe
doing?
I got 45 in total.
Okay.
Got a whole bunch of induction stuff in one subject. Other than that, not really.
Okay, but hear me out. How has it helped you in real life?
Well, in uni, it's funny because on one of my tests, I had a question, a math question. This was like a statistics class, and I just had like a math question, like a proof that was just there in the stats test that had nothing to do with stats. And the only reason I knew how to answer that question is because I did math extension 1.
Yeah, we in one subject we basically did induction.
Yeah.
Anyway, D&D.
D&D.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
point.
So,
You said
Ares,
45, right?
as you shoot this, you just pulse this burst of withering, necrotic, deathly energy towards Terra. They sort of just lean back a bit and embrace it as it just rolls over them. Their skin cracks a little, but they just sort of Giggle. That's 45 halves to 22. 2 halves to 11. Yes, they have resistance.
Hmm.
So,
They also have advantage on that saving throw.
Damn.
I definitely know this. Yes, great. Yeah, great.
I know my things. Let's go. It doesn't
Oh,
really
they
matter.
do. They
She
do.
passed.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you're doing in your turn, Ares?
I don't think so, but I just want to quickly discuss something. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. It might be a horrible idea. But do you think it would be possible for one of us to kind of just dip with the child?
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Luna and there's two people, other people still inside.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It is. I shall leave it for now. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay. Emily is going to continue holding on to Randy.
And very adeptly takes the dodge action.
And then this one is going to come back over to Snow and just be like, yeah, here's a cup of tea for you.
Oh,
And just hands Snow a cup of Earl Grey.
There's explosions going
And
off
for you
outside.
too, yes?
I missed out on some quality tea because of this.
Thank you so much for the
Oh, no problem, dear. And for you too. And it hands a cup to them. And she sits down in an armchair next to them and is like, and how has your day been today?
Wait, I only heard like the how has your day been? Who is this referring to?
So, the lady sits down in the armchair next to you and just asks you, how has your day been today?
Ah, it's been interesting to say the least.
Okay, are you doing anything on your turn, Cole?
I proceed to sip the tea.
Perfect.
How has your day been, may I ask?
You know, the group of friends you have are rather stressful, I would say.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Okay. Is there anything end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And then baritone. Barry Barrison. That one.
Barry boy.
Yeah, what's Barry gonna do? Doesn't really have a lot. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I think I might just do that. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. He's just gonna shoot 2-star notes at. Ooh, the terror. That one, you know. Person, scary. Ooh, okay. That's nice. Okay. Okay.
Barry pulls out the gun.
Set a gun, fucking shoots her in the head. Get
Oh,
out.
Okay.
it's hit 3 out of 3. What's going on?
He just rolled 2 nat 20s.
But,
The 3 out of 3 is a
of
different
3.
thing. Don't worry about that.
Hmm.
Hey Myria, can you check your DMs?
Oh, that. It has just been pointed out to me that people are not prone after being exploded by the explosion thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So
It's not
let's just go.
too bothersome.
It's not. It's just.
Gertrude had enough movement. No, not
Yeah,
quite.
she'll be
5
right.
feet short.
Fine.
She'll be fine.
Don't worry.
She'll be right.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's all fine.
She
Let's
was
just so
holding
just
back.
Barry just. Indeed. Don't like that.
She was holding back.
She just
with
really
that
wanted to
explosion.
shrimp those skellies because she knew it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, 15 damage from Barry with 2 criticals! Barry is such an overpowered. You know, it adds just a whole extra character.
Yeah. He's too overpowered. We should nerf him.
By the way, if we're meant to be able to see Terra's health bar, we can't.
Ah, okay, that's a,
No,
okay.
you're
Let me just
not.
pick that up. There we go.
Oh, that's not that tanky.
She's a wizard.
Yes.
Myria, did you
Hands.
She do
put
seem to
the
be a glass
right
cannon.
health in? How much damage has she taken?
26?
26.
That's still
Yeah.
like 100 or something.
11 from Ares
Oh, right.
and
She
15
just
from
took
Barry.
the 15. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was 11 damage to her health.
No, God, no. That's 26.
Okay. 7, 8. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of this turn. So, let me just read something because there's something happening. I just need to read. Damage.
Hey, Lucas, Blindside doesn't go through full cover, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Hmm.
So, from the since this was done before the session, but 2 people were going to a dimension door. That was where they were going to teleport out.
Ren
Yes.
goes before me.
Well, Ren's just sipping tea, so now it's your turn.
Cool.
Okay, but you see, just would someone like to read what happens to Dimension Door if there's a person occupying the space?
I asked him specifically the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And if he knows where people are,
Yeah,
then I assume he would just give me
Good
a
point.
different distance.
Fair enough. There we go.
Dimension Door just fails, doesn't it?
Fails and deals both of you 46 force damage if it.
That's if you're in like a wall, though. That's not really the same.
No, it's if the space is occupied,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just move you guys there. As in the middle of the battlefield appear these 2. A small
Who's your
tiefling
friend?
You guys look like
and
shit.
a tiefling with enormous bat wings.
Maybe it's because I shat myself.
Now it's not the time for jokes.
It's
It
not
was
a joke.
a wizard up there who got angry at us for some unknown reason. She has no idea who this other
We have
person
no idea
is.
why.
Would you like to describe Morphantine, Myria? Is that what you're trying to do?
Okay. Yes, I would love to. Can I?
We've had a description of him before.
That name is
Yeah.
suspiciously similar to Morbius. We all about to
It's
get
It
more.
was made before.
Before the movie!
It's
Please.
Morbin time. You're not about to get
Morbin
morbed.
time?
Ranty,
It's
you're not
Morbin
about
time. Morbin time. It's close.
Ranty, you're not about to get morbed. You're about to get morphed
Oh my
into a small
Sorry, let's not make
Oh,
you
God.
my Myria description.
It's
Sorry.
orphan time.
Okay,
Power Rangers. It's
standing
orphan time.
next to Luna, they are currently, I think, shaking Luna's hand, actually. This is a tall black tiefling. Black dreadlocks just sort of pulled back into a large bun, standing in very monochromatic clothes. It's all black. Everything. They're just wearing a sort of nice, black sort of military dress uniform, almost. That's probably the best way to put it. It's one of those coats. Okay, so they're wearing that. They currently have a pair of enormous
Holy
bat
smoke.
wings just floating out of their back. They've got a dagger in a sheath in their unoccupied hand. And they're just staring up at all of this, just going, Tara, please stop. Okay. Anything else anyone's doing? I believe.
There is a
Yeah.
spark of arcane energy that just like flows through Luna. I rolled a 33. My next attack that deals damage has its damage maximized for the next minute.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yay! Okay. Okay. Now that that has been done, next up is Ranty.
Okay. It's never simple. Do smack or do not smack? People still on the roof, right? Over the
Yep.
stable. Right.
Mhm.
And I still have child attached to my leg.
Yep.
Are we still fighting, guys? What's going on? Are we finally like? Are we
I'd
cool?
hope she's smart enough not to. Sorry. I'd hope she's smart enough not to.
Okay, I'll take that as a no. Thank you, Luna. Right. I will just bonus action to do second win. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay.
10 plus 10 now. And I'll call that my turn, I guess.
Okay. And next up is Tara's turn. Like, I just don't get to have any fun, do I?
Wanna roll 1d10, Myria?
That too.
Weirdly, I think Terra is an ally of herself.
Huh.
So I would leave that up to you whether or not that works on a creature itself. I interpreted it too.
I
Yeah.
think there's potentially weird philosophical things about when you are and are not an ally of yourself, but let's not go there.
Now, the real question
Please,
is
no.
Terra depressed? Would the feature work on a
And with
depressed
that,
person?
Tara is just going to go like, it's your problem now. And just look, there's like a window over here. And they just sort of teleport off into the castle walls.
Okay.
That's going to be Tara's turn. Is anyone else planning to fight, or can I drop initiative?
You can probably talk in this too.
Erdidos is on a roof.
Yes.
Nice job up there, bro.
Okay,
Thumbs up.
that'll be the end of the issue then. So, oftentimes just feel like, well, that seems to be dealt with.
I'd hope it is, yes.
He attacked
So-
first for the record.
She did, I think. I don't know. Hey, where is Clove?
Inside.
Oh, cool.
Kind
It
of
might be good if
stuck,
we all
I think.
stuck. How would she be stuck?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
That's what we were told.
all right. Well, I think we dealt with this issue. That was the main reason I used the dimension door to get out here. You want to come in, Mister? What should I call you? Monarch? Is that the right one? Is that the right title? Is there a different one?
That will do.
Fair enough. Yeah, it might be good to discuss this one with the rest of them. Long story short, we have the... Well, Emily is obviously not theirs to do with as they please. She is a child and
Obviously.
a person and has their own free will. But beyond that point, I have also paid for her to be allowed out of this thing that I'm not sure she agreed to be in, but you know, I'm not going to argue with the system that they have here.
Yeah.
Specifically because I'm like very certain that this castle has no law like from the outside world, so
Right. So anything is legal because we declare it to be legal.
well, more anything that they say goes.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Sorry, I misinterpreted what you said because you said we.
Yes. Understandable.
Yes. So anyway, we should probably discuss this with Clove. Around, at the very least. Yes?
Yes. Shall we all head inside, or?
Yes.
Close.
Okay, so you guys heading inside?
We are heading inside. We're going. I'm
Yeah.
inside now. I walk through the wall.
Yep, okay, you come inside to see you see this group of just 3 people sitting down, sipping tea, and chatting.
Dear, are you okay?
I am fine. I just feel obligated to be here and nowhere else. Oh.
I look at you and I cast Dispel Magic.
Now that feeling is gone. And question, who is that person with the presentation of somebody higher up?
Well, I thought you knew who I was. We've been together for a while. I know
I was not referring
I
to
look
you.
very fancy right now, but
I facepalm.
this lovely gentleman, if that sorry, this lovely fellow, is that a gender neutral term?
No.
Is fellow
I don't think
gender
so.
neutral?
Individual?
What is the feminine form of fellow,
Entity.
though? I like entity. Entity feels good. Do you like entity?
It sounds nebulous.
Cool. So this magnificent entity would be Morphantine.
Oh, hello.
Do not piss him off.
Greetings.
Duly noted.
What about anomaly?
I'm not sure. I feel like Anomaly is worse, but I'm not sure why.
what about SCP?
Don't push your luck.
I feel
I'll
like
say
we're
that.
breaking a fourth wall here.
Yeah, don't.
What is that?
Mm.
Well, there's
Yeah.
4 walls to the building out of those. You see, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's the 4th one that leads towards the cameras.
Well,
I'm gonna stop
Hey,
being silly.
See, and now the camera's inside.
anyway.
Anyway,
Does anyone question this floating camera that follows us?
it's a bit odd. Oh well. It's.
I'm never gonna question it, I
It's
guess.
fine.
I mean, we've got a floating rock that follows us too, and no one questions that.
True.
Yeah, and well, it's my pet rock.
Maybe it's someone's pet camera and they just don't want to tell anyone.
Sure, sure.
Are you embarrassed to have the pet camera, Randy?
It's not mine. What do you mean?
Sounds like someone that owned a pet camera would say. Yes, anyway. We may need to stay in this town for a day or 2 more. Or 3. I don't
Okay.
remember the times exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
It's
Because
reasonably.
How
I have
well.
to make payments.
What?
Also, I need to get some
Okay.
shitty things out of my head. It's like
Oh,
therapy, but magic.
I'm going to question that later. I
Question.
think. What did you deal with? What was this contract you've made? In a sense,
Oh, it's okay. He's not a fae. I have been told.
I'm aware. I was not inferring as in what Fae
Yeah,
people.
there's a lot of information that I have at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly to distrust the fae. Anyway, besides that, we have, Emily is free to do as she wishes.
Indeed.
I assume that it's just going to cost more to have her here, overall. Oh, also, they did rob your place, but they're not the people on the news that robbed your place.
Huh. Weird.
Also, what
You
did
are
you
free to
take
stay
from their
here
place?
if you need. It was a while ago, but we just took some documents relating to the will.
Right.
That's
What did
It's
the
not
other
documents.
people
the
take?
documents. Your one can end up being quite important.
I had thought I told you the journals.
Oh, right, yes, that is what you... Yes, I remember that, yes. Oh, right, hold on. Hey, Clove, can I have my cube back, please?
Oh yeah. I handed.
I hand Clove the ring. It no longer has dimension door in it.
Thank you. I really like my rings.
I know.
I best be off. I have things to discuss.
Things
Enjoy the
okay,
tea.
so am I meant to come back here tomorrow, or like...
Is that fun or is that
I
like-
will send. You can if you want. I was happy to just send Cherish your way when we were ready.
Oh, right, we also have free lodging at, like... What's it called? Grandma's place?
Hmm?
Chloe's
Wait.
place.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Hang on.
Look.
Hang on.
Oh, Chloe! Oh, okay. Now I
Chloe.
get it. I understand.
Wait.
Red eyes.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
but is this Chloe? Or
No, that's
No,
that
that's
one's mother.
confused.
That one's mother.
Yeah,
So-
she's a very nice lady. I think you should respect her.
Then who is Grandma's place?
Lovely to meet you, by the way, mother.
Indeed. It is good to see you again.
Again.
Now then, I will leave. Yes?
Again? This is the first
No.
time I've seen you today.
Oh, someone similar. I meant. Similar.
Ah, you mean the other voice.
Yes.
I'll get rid of us soon.
Wait, what?
Oh yes. Did you want my payment now or in a set, like tomorrow or something,
Tomorrow.
or whenever
When
you need me?
we actually do it. So in about probably a few days.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna talk about the wording. The wording just needs work.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Is this
You just said do it.
Don't worry about it.
We're just children.
We're just idiots.
I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Yes.
No.
You know.
Oh god damn it. I'm going to ignore that. Okay. I will speak to you later. And they just sort of turn and walk off through the double doors.
Goodbye, sir. Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Mix?
Individual.
Is Mix the one?
Don't look at me.
I have a lot of difficulty with the formalization of. Hold on, I've got to look it up now because I know Mr. Mrs.
Their
Mix.
Majesty.
Their Majesty works, but whatever do you say, Monarch?
What if it was like a professor at a university, though, hypothetically?
You'd call
Like, what the
them
hell?
professor.
Yeah, I guess that works, actually.
If they were a professor at the university, you would call them professor.
It's a good point.
Professor!
Oh.
Formal.
Well, I think there's a bit of explanation that I'll ask later with you, Luna.
Hmm?
And also, thank you so much for the tea. It was wonderful. That was referring to, I think, Mother?
I assumed you were talking to Mother. Yes, I
Yeah.
don't think you'd be thanking me for the tea.
No problem at all.
Unless we're talking about. I don't think I've made tea. How do you make tea?
Put leaves in
I
water.
think Gertrude would be best to tell you how to do that.
Leaves in water?
Where have you said that?
Oh, no.
Out of character, that's out
Far
of my
more
note.
steps than that.
Yeah. So we got out. Okay. Are there any trees?
Not that.
I don't
Well,
think in this part of the world.
I don't think Trustag.
Certainly not any tea trees.
No.
What are
Hmm.
tea trees? I thought he just said leaves. I assumed we just go into a tree, we grab some fucking leaves, we put them in the water, it's tea.
I think it's a bit more than that.
But it won't be good tea.
Don't you have to dry them first?
Oh yes, that's correct,
well,
dear.
I have firebolt. We can do that pretty quick.
Would herbs
That'd be a bit
work?
too
Because
hot.
I still have some left over.
Yeah, there are herbal teas. There are herbal teas. Some of them don't taste good though.
So, like, where are we
Wait a
saying?
minute now. The
Oh, the
spices.
red
I'm not
tea
teaching
plate.
you how to make edibles.
Oh, are we still there? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's Chloe's place. We got free lodging.
Isn't
Isn't everything an edible, technically?
We're walking down the stairs.
Not for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
And
It was
yes,
nice
just
meeting you.
go back down
I
there.
mean, you can
We're
eat
gonna walk and
everything.
talk.
Everyone stop
Everybody
talking
walk
over
and
each other.
talk.
Yeah.
Talk.
Talk, 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 talk.
Little bit of arson.
No, it's not.
Awesome.
From what
Yeah,
I'm
so
gathering.
basically what I've learned is very little. All I know is that we have Emily back and I'm getting the voices out of my head. And they're also gonna take away like the thing that takes their magic and lets me use it. That's about all the information I tell you.
Okay.
Then what's...
You're not gonna have magic anymore.
Oh no, I have magic apparently, because the magic dwarf man that was also in the... Was he a dwarf? I think he was a dwarf. I couldn't really see him, but he laughed like Otodo's laughs, and that was like...
Okay.
I don't know. You can just kind of tell people are short by the way they speak, you know?
That's one way of saying it.
I say
That-
with a
that is-
5'3" character.
Yeah.
Mm.
Am I still 5'2"?
Yes, you asked not to change back.
Oh yeah, not until we're done with Nova.
Aries just kind of looks at their feet because they know that they're wearing high heel boots.
You can just change your height.
Is there a
Oh
way?
my god.
That's the funny thing.
Lucas wants. Okay, so we were going for shortest character competitions. Lucas has just swapped and is like, we're going tallest now. As soon as he dies,
Yeah.
it's just tallest character in the game.
Hey yo, you're not supposed to beat Mona's height. Hey,
Hey, that's nothing.
How tall?
Mona was just.
Mona
Mona
was
was
like 6'7".
7 feet.
7 feet?
Mona was 7 feet tall.
7 feet, okay.
The tallest living
Taller than a
dragonborn.
dragonborn physically can get, but you know
The
what?
tallest dragonborn in all of us.
Oh, the rolling tables and stuff are all contradictory with what actually. Don't worry about it anyway.
It doesn't
Not-
even matter. It's literally
Yeah.
an unimportant feature. The only thing that changes is like your reach.
Reach.
And by reach I mean when you jump and grab things.
Yeah.
Length.
Which is true in real life too.
Mhm.
My next
Just-
character's gonna be a stick. Nothing else, just a stick.
Stick.
Okay.
Anyway.
I might be a worm
Nice, I agree.
King of the
with
Woodlands.
arms.
Or what about
Arms.
a worm?
Yes.
Interesting.
King of the Wigglers. Anyway.
Could
Uh,
be
a
a
worm.
rogue worm.
No, if you remember a worm, worm was a Y.
Why you be worm? Why worm? Worm.
Dragon worm.
Oh.
Anyways, is anyone doing anything else tonight?
No.
Do we wish to add Emily's token to the?
Oh yes, that would be good. You know, that'd be good.
Yeah, so the information I give, and I'm sure you all trust implicitly, because, yes, is that basically, they said like, yeah, we did rob their house, but we did it way before those other guys did it, 'cause they fucking sucked. And we did it better than them too. That was what they said to me. They also said that they're gonna take the tattoo off my back, which is probably going to hurt, so you know, that's a vibe. Yeah. Also, we have Emily. That's the most important thing, though.
Yes.
Yeah. I got things
Mhm.
done.
It's alive.
We were working on it.
It didn't look like it.
We were fine.
It did not look like it.
I'm sure this was fine.
Then,
It
how else
looked
we have
like
a
she.
celebratory tea?
It
with
looked like
bacon.
she took damage and then started healing, and then all of you were blown up by a fireball.
There was a bit of fireball. But we
Your
were-
clothes are currently burnt, and I can tell because your clothes are designed to keep out the cold.
Though I'm most curious about why your left leg is just completely fine.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like half your body is just not touched. Like it's
That's
really
where
weird.
Emily was.
It's just like, yeah, but it's like the left and like slightly to the back. It also looked
We
like
held our
weirdly
own.
she preserved your ass. I don't know why. She just
Maybe
sculpted
like
it
it.
around your body.
Maybe she
You
was.
didn't even see the skeletons I sent back to where they came from.
There were skeletons?
Yes, there were 5 skeletons.
Also, how do you send
The
skeletons
Power
back
of
to
the
where
Lord,
they came from?
Reed Elder. by the power of my patron.
Yeah, but where did the skeleton?
Wait.
The skeletons
This-
can't come from the ground, don't they?
Do
They
you
just
know?
crawl into people.
Where did you
Oh,
send them?
This D&D campaign.
The underworld,
was
probably. I
sponsored
try not to
by
think
my
about it.
sister.
They
I
just
don't
crawl.
want to think. Please,
Am
no.
I
don't
a
want to.
skeleton?
It's like putting on
No!
clothes.
I don't want to think this through.
They put on their meat skins.
Can you not, Aries? You're a nice friend. I care about you.
We put the
But
skeletons back in the meat.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's where
Back
she
into
put
the
them.
meat. Back in the meat.
Oh my god.
I'm
Gertrude, you put the skeletons back in meat?
Gertrude.
Dust, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
No.
Meat.
You know what? I'll
Rotted,
take that.
I put them back in the ground.
What do you mean ashes
Meat.
to ashes, dust to dust? I'm not made from ashes or dust.
But one day you will be dust.
I don't
don't
think I've
want-
ever been dust.
I don't think
What if-
anybody would like to think that.
Thanks,
What if
Ella.
we say
Thanks, Ella,
no?
for the fucking foreshadowing of me getting fucking disintegrated. Damn, alright. Just sitting there, one day you will be dust. Ah, shit, now Myria's gonna disintegrate me.
I've got to do it eventually. Come on.
I've got a +8 dexterity save, throw it at me.
Okay. Okay. Sure thing. Will do. Let me just add it to this character.
Oh
Add
no.
it to
And
this one.
crashing into the roof through the roof comes a beholder!
Oh god!
So wait,
Written by a crazed wizard.
from what I've gathered,
Terra's out
you
for revenge on Luna for some reason, despite Luna not being involved in the fight.
Yep.
She's specifically going after me too, it's really weird. I don't know why.
so let me get this straight. You four idiots decided to
4?
go ahead and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's
we're not
5 of
counting
them.
Barry. I
What?
didn't count Barry because I actually asked Barry to check up on them.
Batty looks like the worst off.
Yeah, he does. He honestly does. I'm sorry. Do you want? Come here, Barry. Let me heal you.
It's okay,
Yes,
Batty.
yes.
I'll also heal you. And I'll just cast Mage Hand and put it on his head.
Second level cure wounds.
Second level cure wounds. Okay.
Yep. And you get 18 points of healing.
Very good. Very nice.
Pretty good for a second level.
Uh-huh.
2 7s? I'm happy. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. I am okay.
That's good. Well,
Anyways.
so you pissed off Terra. Mainly Autodos pissed off Terra.
How do you know that
And-
Autodos did it?
In fairness, I put Ododos up to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't understand. Why are we saying Autodos did anything?
Well, I'm assuming that's because I heard a lot of
Yeah,
stomping,
but Autodos
and
isn't
everyone
at
else
all
was.
damaged.
I am
He was
impressed.
on the other side.
No,
Well,
I'm just
well,
confused. If
no.
if Autodos pissed her off, why would she attack you guys?
Who had the child
We
again?
were all in a group.
Yeah, so I feel like Autodos didn't piss her off enough.
I must have pissed her off the least then, because I'm not as damaged as everyone else.
Well,
I
I think
picked her off
Emily
the
pissed her
least
off the
then.
least.
That's
Well, somebody
Well,
pissed
that's
her
not
off the most, and then it ended up with somebody looking like a burnt steak minus their rear end.
Mostly
steak.
Gertrude is also not looking great.
No, Gertrude, are you okay? How did you guys?
Hey, wait a minute. None of us hit her
Singed.
first. She
Mhm.
started.
Did any of you hit her at all?
Nope.
I didn't.
No.
I arrived and was being quite
happens
reasonable.
is that Emily.
Do I believe Ares is obviously fake no?
Aries, you want to do a deception check for me?
Can
Okay.
I do an insight check? as well, please?
That is 19.
I'm gonna do an insight check. That's a 20.
28.
Yeah,
That's a 20.
both sort of get that Ares might be lying, you know?
You know, I'm impressed. You're trying to be a con artist. It's not working.
What do you mean? He's clearly telling the truth.
Why would I
You can't even say
lie?
that with a straight face.
Okay, to be honest, I lightly poked them.
So straight.
Explain how you like gently poke them.
I am
Well, you
curious.
see,
'cause
I
it
got
looks
my
like...
finger
Your thing.
Okay.
and I put it towards them,
Okay. So you pointed
And
it
what
towards
did you
them.
do?
and then I blacked out, and then they took damage.
You blacked out.
Yeah, you know, like I blinked, and then boom, they took some damage.
Hmm. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
just for
Momentary-
the record,
momentary
Ares. You're currently covered in your star shield thing
Yes,
because you cast a spell.
yes.
Momentary possession.
That's very odd. I mean, I experienced that, but I'm not sure that, like... Normally it's not, like, for 3.5 seconds. If that.
Why it's momentary.
Yeah, but, like, mine is also momentary, because I'm back in my body.
True, but regardless of whatever Ares is claiming they've done, you all still pissed her off and made both Gertrude and Ares look like not Ares, fucking Ranthi into burnt steak at this point.
Ares is a little bit burnt, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but they are not like as in the extent of
Ranthi
kind
looks
of.
tight.
Yeah, I didn't a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
You look fine.
Yeah, before
The
you.
main thing is you're all in one piece, I guess.
I'm a bit resentful about that. That burning hurt. I kind of wish I'd smacked her a couple times. Just
I wish I.
You
I
might
wish
be able to
them all
challenge
in.
her if you feel like it.
no, it's not worth the effort.
Sure, you don't want to do a 1v1?
No, it's not that big a deal. I don't want to kill her.
I think no, not kill, like a spar.
Mm,
We're on good terms with them.
With
You
the
could
position,
probably go, hey, are you interested in like a small sparring session? And then
with
be
the
blown up.
with the position we're all in, it makes me feel like we're sacrificing Clove.
What?
Yeah, Clove
Why
is in
me?
the room. No, we're all just helping Clove with her weird ritual thing. Do you not remember Clove's weird ritual? Here, we've all got to help.
Listen here.
Clove
Listen here,
summons
Ares.
ghosts.
Listen here, Ares. I am not a sacrifice. I am more of doing a ritual to get a better spell.
Clove,
Okay.
do the thing.
What thing?
I don't know. What can you do?
I can do a lot of things.
no part in this necromancy.
It's not necromancy. It's like a seance,
Fancy?
right?
Oh.
We must all conduct
this?
an hour-long ritual that challenges spirits.
Give me like a solid minute.
I
Give me
start
your
doing the
card.
Macarena. I thought Ares was saying hamburger. It took me a second to go, oh,
I
they're
guess I'm
just saying
doing a
gibberish.
ritual, Miri. It's a ritual time,
Are we just gonna keep doing this?
It's an actual thing that Clove has.
I know.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Hold on, we've got to do this for a full hour.
Can I just suggest something?
Yeah.
We skip maybe just the hour bit. And we just take
What? Why would we do
Yeah.
that?
No, I gotta
Maximino and the
painstakingly go through every single part.
Yeah, tell us
Cool.
every single detail.
Every single.
Sure.
And then
How everyone is
Oh, I'd
breathing.
love to describe every single detail,
Every
but
time
there is
someone's
a cat in front
blinks.
of me demanding, and you all know what happens when a cat demands power. The cat is also sitting on my computer's keyboard.
Oh,
Good.
fuck.
Beautiful.
full focus.
Yeah, so you can have up to a 4th level spell, I believe.
Let's go.
Only 3 other people's contributions help. I
Hmm.
just want to inform you of this.
No, I'm not
Choose
telling
the-
them that part. I'm
Choose
not
the
telling them
3
that part.
people. No, I want to know who's the 3 people that help.
The 3 people, you
Does
know
the
what?
Macarena help?
Facing in house. Stand at the door and make sure no one
Let's make this
your,
a bit more interesting.
neighbours in us.
Gertrude and Aries.
What?
Yay.
This is the one time.
You
This
get-
is cool.
You get a 3rd.
Oh, I get a third. Then eeny,
Proficiency
meeny, miny,
bonus,
moe.
yourself and 3 others.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. 1, 2, and I guess Luna.
Yeah,
Let's go
the
with that.
Macarena helps.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
gives.
if you do want to piss off Gertrude, you can take the summon undead
Yeah.
spell.
How mad would you be?
We can summon
Oh, no.
ghosts or
Mir-
skeletons.
Miri.
Yes.
It's
What is
only
with
one.
all these
We're summoning spirits.
floating people?
Pardon?
What's with all the special people?
Oh, them.
Those are the ghosts.
Yeah, they're sort of just only in Clove's mind. Only Clove can see them.
Yeah, Clove can see them, but I could hear
The
them.
rolling
They're
spirits
all
and have
talking
to
really
compete with us.
loudly.
Mhm.
I don't like this.
As,
They're all
yeah,
talking
as you finish
really
casting
loudly.
this ritual,
Yes, I
they just
am.
sort of disappear.
Oh, how
You
lovely.
can choose your own spell, sweetie. There's a lot of them. There's
Oh, I
3
know, there are
pages
too
worth.
many.
Yeah.
Too
Wait,
many.
Okay,
Anyway.
we can help. What do you
Revivify is a good
roughly-
option.
What
Mhm.
roughly do you want to do? Like,
Yeah.
what type of spell do you want?
Do you want a
I
high
don't-
level spell or a low level spell?
That's a good question. I don't.
Blasting do you want? I don't know.
You can get Blight.
Control.
What?
Blight's,
What does Blight do?
Blight's alright.
88
Blight's alright.
necrotic damage.
Single target.
Single target con save.
It's Ares' favorite spell.
It's the spell that Ares used on Terra earlier.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. It's the.
If
I
you
stole your
really
moisture.
Okay, if
Beautiful,
you
yeah,
really
French
want to
spell.
be annoying, you can take life transference and damage yourself to heal others.
No.
how
It's
much
the
of a bitch
only,
do I need
I
to
think it's
be?
the only healing wizard spell.
Yeah. That, like, non-divine or nature casters get.
Cleric
And
gets it.
Oh, yeah, Cleric does get it.
Yeah.
But why would you ever use it on a cleric?
I don't know. For fun.
Mm.
Flavor.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Where's tongues?
You can get detect
Third
thoughts
level.
if you feel like it. That's also an option.
Ooh,
I don't know if you
Now
already
I-
got that.
do I?
No,
don't think I-
probably not.
No.
I don't know how comfortable Clove feels going into other people's brains.
You know what? I'll take Detect Thoughts. Detect Thoughts. I want to see how
Detect
far this
Fox? Oh god!
No!
She's detected the whole planet!
Oh no!
No!
Why am I
It's
detecting the
definitely not
planet?
furry.
I'm gonna take Detect
Myria's not
Thoughts.
a furry, what do you mean? You've also got speak with animals, detect magic.
No, it's gonna be Thoughts.
If it
I'll
goes
use it
all
later.
goes wrong, I have turn undead.
You can have your turn on that. I don't care. I'm having something that might be helpful for me.
Identify, see invisibility.
I'm not telling you what I'm getting.
Half of those are already on the barb list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just an extra spell they get for free.
Yeah. I get free magic. I'd like you.
Borrowed knowledge gives you proficiency in a skill for an hour.
Hmm.
It's a second level spell though.
Don't worry, I have what I need.
There aren't
I-
many divination or necromancy 4th level spells.
There aren't many divination spells in general.
There's a decent chunk at lower levels.
Yeah, I guess.
I say as someone who was making a divination wizard, just in case this one fucking
Oh, and
died.
you're actually taking divination spells. Most people don't do that.
Evocation elements.
I
trying to
feel
remember
like
what divination
it fits
does.
the theme, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
Like,
does. But most people ignore the theme.
It feels. Oh
It-
my
I
god! I just
agree, it's
opened my
good.
character sheet and I have all of the names are the text. Oh my god! It's the font. My
Yeah,
characters.
I know.
It's all
Yeah,
pretty.
it's the font.
Yeah, but apparently the campaigns can't have that. Damn.
Because
Nope.
reasons, yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe we caught them in the middle of an update. So anyway, it's 3:30. Is there anything cool happening?
What I was planning to do is, if no one else has anything left to do, then what I was gonna say is we just sort of skip to when Cherish comes to collect you guys for the next fun thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's still
Shopping?
more.
Are you going to be shopping?
Does anyone want to be shopping?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone want to go buy grenades?
Anything specifically anyone wants to do over the next 2 days?
Say,
Oh, it takes
Emily,
2 days.
what
Damn.
does Emily have, like, in terms of, like, stuff? Like, does Emily have, like, more clothes and whatever? I don't know.
Emily,
Could
are
you just
able
say that
to
again?
cast spells?
I'm going
I
to
didn't, like,
spoil
what
your
does Emily
sister.
actually
I
have?
hope you know this.
Chloe, Ranty
Hmm?
is trying to speak, dear.
Sorry.
It's
No,
Sorry.
okay, darling.
Does Emily have the things that are needed? Like, clothes? Like,
Yeah,
okay, you know what I mean.
I'd hope
As in
so.
Warm clothing.
warm clothes, because we are in a cold place, etc.
Yeah, Cherish just sort of about maybe after an hour or so after you get back, just sort of comes and hands you a suitcase with certain other things that Emily had.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Oh, by the way, they said it would be about maybe they'd say they'd be able to have the permissions and everything done by. Let me pull up my calendar. Da, 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 da. I'm making a calendar. Hey. Calendar. I think.
We'll have it ready
Where did
by
that go?
Tuesday.
We'll have it ready. She said you'd be ready to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And just for reference, today is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday.
Oh.
No, it's Thursday. Oh God,
It's Thursday,
my
my
brain.
dudes.
Yes, it'll have it ready on Saturday.
Ball?
Oh, question. Can you take
10 days.
this?
This is
Do you have
Gala.
a tinker at your place at the moment?
There's a lot of artifices. Yeah.
Oh, cool, wicked. She rips out 2 pages from her journal and just hands it to her. Can you ask them how much this would be?
Oh, sure. Just this one?
Yeah, just that one at the moment. I don't have anything else that's really fully formulated yet.
Okay. Bye, Grandma. She just sort of runs off.
I'm closer to sister, but yeah, sure.
Why am I calling you grandma?
Because Chloe's fucking grandma, anyway.
Right.
Mm.
Mhm.
Also, Renvi, I hope you're aware, but I'm going to spoil your sister.
You're
Don't overdo
spoiling
it,
them?
but
I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna spoil.
reason. Within reason.
Within reason, of course.
What do you mean?
That's for me to know.
Yeah, Myria,
going
you know the
to
thing
give
that I handed her, right?
I believe
Yeah.
you are going
Yeah.
to be given many gifts, Emily.
Hmm?
I'm assuming.
Emily's just so. Yeah, just like, what's this? Emily's just like,
It's not a bad thing.
Gifts.
yeah, I'm just. Hi.
Would you like a
She's still
knife?
sort of holding
No.
on to.
Nice.
No,
We're not
actually,
You don't want a
maybe.
knife?
Hey,
What
Ranty.
else can I give you? Do you want a... What? Did I get rid of these ones? Or do I just have
Oh,
3
no.
arcane focuses on me?
Can we get an unstable magic device?
No.
You already have one.
Can I give her an unstable magic device?
No.
so
Not when the unstableness means it will blow up in your face.
But that's the fun of it.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
No, there's another one. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 2 of them, do we?
We've got 2 unstable magic devices. That one, it has like a feature where it just blows up if you do it too many times. That one's like a... What's it called? That one's like a broken wand. Yeah. Emily, do you want a wand? Awesome response from Emily. So glad. I'll be using...
Don't worry, dear. You can respond in your own time.
It's okay, don't
Can you
worry.
hear me?
You guys are
Can you
very...
hear me?
Yeah, do you want a wand?
Oh, we can hear you now, yes.
Yes, we can hear.
Mm.
Maybe.
Maybe? Hmm.
Okay. A normal wand, not one that's going to explode.
I hand her
Ones that
a
explode.
wand. I hand her a
No.
wand. And I
Oh,
say,
stop.
wave this one around for me. And just think of a tune that you really like.
Okay.
Are we doing
Just-
bloody
just-
Harry Potter moment? Is that what this is going to be?
No.
Acting.
And she just sort of starts waving it around, and
The wand of conducting activates.
I know, I'm just trying to think. What would she think of?
Da-na-na-na. There you go.
You made me lose the cat! The cat ran!
What? They
Why
love
did
the
you
music.
lose?
They love
Doesn't
the
like
music.
Harry Potter, I say.
That's fair.
Let's go to Turf wrote it.
Yeah. No, what do you mean? Daniel Radcliffe wrote Harry Potter. Fuck.
Perfect.
I love me some surf and turf.
Dun 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 dun
And you watch as Emily sort of like, okay, that's cool.
You like that one?
Yeah.
It can only be used 3 times a day, and it's a little bit dangerous to use the last one, okay?
Just use it twice each day.
Twice a day might be the best, but I mean, if you really, really want to make fun of someone with music.
Okay.
And I am
Just
going
gonna-
to remove the wand of conducting from my inventory.
Okay, give me a minute. I am. So that is stuff they have. I'm just going to add a few other things. I'm just. Oh, I should probably give you this one actually. Give me a second. Let me just pull up her character sheet for you. I am not sure if you can see this. I've just sent something in the general chat. I will. Just tell me if you can access it.
I can, yes.
Okay. I will add that to the campaign as well. Okay, I think that is everything. I'll add a book for her schoolwork.
Proficiencies.
go.
No choice made. No choice made. Sorcerer's Origins. No choice made.
Nice.
I'll do. God damn it! I didn't do that.
For girls'
alright.
education and accommodation.
Yeah. I mean, she can stay here. It will just be costing us
Yeah.
actual money.
I don't feel like that's a good option to, because we've come all this way to make her unkidnapped.
Well, yes,
So I
but
feel
then
like,
we give her back, and then she's no
but then
longer
we leave
kidnapped.
her with
She's
the people
just
who kidnapped
yeah,
her
yeah. But
and
hear me
start
out.
paying
Now
them.
she's just in a school institution.
No. Also, look, these seem to be reasonable people, but they still
Yeah, they
very
did
much
kidnap a child. Yep.
kidnap
Yeah, what
children
is
and
it with
poison
them
the
and
whole town.
constantly kidnapping
So,
children?
look.
They like
Real-
kids.
Uh-oh.
We should ask though, what is the deal
That
with
sounds
the
bad.
I think I did
poisoning?
ask. Hold on, let me go back into my memory banks and scroll up. Let me just go
kids
through my
and the
memory and
poison.
scroll up real quick.
Insert joke.
We'll do that when we get to it. Fuck's sake, she's adopted. Morphantine, okay. I'd rather be. Yep, okay. I'm sure by now. Yep, I know what I said there. Scrolling up more. Did I ask? I
How are
swear
we
I
all
asked
doing
this
today?
question.
Proceeds to
Did I
go
ask
back
it
through
in
memory
game?
lane.
Preferably not death. Yep, that would be preferable. Yep. Scroll all the way up. Yeah. Motherfucker, you didn't answer half my question.
Nah.
They purposefully avoided answering that part of the question. God damn it! I didn't notice.
Aren't I mean?
Oh man, I went like, yo, so why are you stealing kids? Also, like, can we get it back? And they didn't answer the first part. They just went, do you have a reason to want them back?
Did you also ask about the poisoning a whole town issue?
Oh, that wasn't important to me.
Because I almost feel like that would be harder to explain.
Oh no, I already know the answer to that.
Oh,
They want to destabilize the continent.
by poisoning a bunch
Why
of
is that?
people. Yeah, we're not leaving Emily here. That's not on the cards.
If you destabilize the rebels, they're going to need more resources, and it's going to restart a war between the two sides. That's just how my I may not have all of the facts, but that is like what my assumption is.
Right. And they want to start a war.
Yep.
Yeah,
Listen,
these
they're
are
totally good guys.
good
They're
people.
great people.
These
Yeah.
warmongers?
I accidentally closed roll 20.
I won't confirm or deny any of their motives.
I think you kind of did, because I mentioned this in the conversation. Like, this is the reason you're doing this. It was like, yes. And then, do you know more things?
Sure.
Oh, right. Okay, no, he said that I'm
Wasn't
wrong.
my intent, actually.
He said I'm wrong. He doesn't care about war. He just wants to live, and sorry, they want to live and survive. Something like that. I don't get it, man. I'm not part of this organization anymore.
With the info, that sounds like bullshit.
Listen, hear me out. They said they don't have chips on the table for war, just their own survival. And weirdly, I think they just want more territory.
Yeah, I would say weirdly that seems like bullshit.
Well, you see, the thing is, like, they could get benefits from a government being subservient to them.
Hmm.
So if a government, say, didn't have food to feed their people, and they wanted to feed, they were like, hey, I hear typing, which I feel like that means someone is taking my ideas. Anyway.
It isn't.
Okay. Just like fucking, what's it called? Yeah, basically they can just be like, oh, we have territory in this country, we want territory over here too. This is now ours, this is now ours, until eventually they can just claim the whole thing if they want it.
Hmm.
Generally they work on a pay-by-pay basis though, so I'm not sure. The Morphantine, they are very good at just fucking dodging questions.
Hmm.
Ignore the
Who
drop of the
politician
accent.
then?
A very good leader.
Mm.
Oh, I could deaths be watched right now, by the way, just for the record. Let's get a pip. No, I do not know what this outpost was. I'm confused. Listen, do you have some sort of fun? No, like I don't know. What would you like? Oh, lovely.
Just let me just.
Awesome. Great. So, does anyone want to go shopping?
God damn, I want to move this along to my cool scene.
I don't have anything I need.
Yeah, I know. Just being
Yeah, right.
annoying.
So I was zoning out for a little bit.
So will Emily be traveling with us back to
Nova?
back to Nova? Is he just simply just going to put her back in the school she was at before?
I thought she was going to stay with the queen, possibly get an education there as well, because the queen is like...
Yeah, that's an option.
You know, Ranty's got connections now, y'all. He no longer has to keep her in town.
We're in. Wait, Myria, we're in the tavern right now, right?
Yeah?
I assume we're kind of just vibing at a table talking, or like...
Yeah,
in a
that's what I've sort of been assuming.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. And I'm going to go to the barkeep.
barkeep, okay.
Yeah. And that's just Cherish just sitting, totally not listening to the conversation while polishing the glass.
Cherish.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you have, by any chance, apple juice?
Oh yeah, I do.
Can I?
Just
Can
a
I?
glass?
Yeah, just a glass. It's for it's for the little.
You want apple juice? Okay, goes, grabs an apple, crushes it.
Oh, I just had an
Bare
idea.
hands.
I
Oh,
pay.
okay, wait, how? Let me just check. Oh, wait, no. Oh, they would do it, but it's so. Oh.
Hmm?
Oh. Excuse me, I just had thoughts. Anyways, they just grab out just a little carton thing, and they just pour out some golden-like liquid that's probably apple juice into a glass and hand it to you. There you go.
Thank you. How much is it?
And she just sort of walks off.
That does not answer my question. Is it actually apple juice?
Yes, of course it's apple juice.
Okay,
so
I'm
what
gonna
does
go
a
back.
what does a perception 21 smell coming off of that drink? You know,
Sniff, sniff.
Apple juice!
PP, the 21 PP.
I go back to the group and I will hand Emily the apple juice.
Does Clove smell any poison in the drink?
As Emily just starts drinking it.
Am I given a price at all, Myria?
No?
A price?
Oh, that. Okay. That's gonna come back. Let me just find the thing again. I need a. Let's go maybe 175 gold, that is. Did you get that?
What's up, sir?
Did you hear? I said 175.
175, okay.
Yeah.
Is that Lego?
Yes, it is Lego.
Hey, Clove? Clove,
Yeah, sorry.
do you have, like, 37 gold I can have?
Yeah, I do. What? I'll and use 37 gold.
Man, okay, that was quick. Alright, sure.
I,
How much
I really,
gold do you have on you?
I have a lot.
You said 175, right, Myria?
Yep.
No, okay.
If you
will
want, I can give you more.
No, I don't need more Clove, thank you.
You're welcome.
I am going to be broke after this stuff.
Do you have? May I ask why you want 37 gold in exact?
Cause I had 138 gold, and I needed 175 gold.
As you say that, take another 100 gold.
I am not taking your gold, thank you.
Too bad.
Try me.
Too bad.
Try me.
I hand you 100 gold.
I don't take it. I'm not sure what you want out of this.
I don't. Okay, then at least take 50.
I simply do not.
Take 50.
No.
Then take 25. That's all I'm going for, yeah.
If you're gonna keep complaining, sure, why not? I'll take 25 gold. Cool. Sure, I'll go. Is it Friday yet? Are we doing things? Do you want to do your thing?
Is anything
Myria?
else people want to do, or are we good to?
I'm just
Other
gonna
than-
I
pay.
want to do.
I'm just gonna pay for the thing when I go up there.
Other than spoiling Emily, that's it.
Okay, so let me just get over the next few days. We have spoiling Emily, spoiling Emily, and spoiling Emily. That's all pretty much I got. Also, maybe Quinn revealing a few more things about events that happened, like
No.
No, okay,
No. It's for me.
Okay,
And me alone.
Oh.
That's sad. Okay.
It is. I have very purposefully cut off the person that they mentioned. Every time I have talked about the information.
Okay. Sounds good. Think that's the end of all of that then?
1 second. Yeah. How many? 1d4 plus 1. Yep, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're back up to full. Yep. I'm chill to go.
Okay. So I think that will be after about the end of the... At about maybe, let's say, 10 o'clock Sunday morning. No, Saturday morning. Cherish is just like, okay, it's time. You guys want to come?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. I'm good to do thing.
Okay. So, Cherish is gonna hop down the stairs. You know, go through the tunnel, lead you all up through the tunnel. This is gonna be a bit rapid fire because there's so much fun stuff, but you know. Okay?
Yeah.
So, you guys walk up the tunnel, and at about halfway up where you guys were going before, instead you take a left, going down a different tunnel that that levels out instead of going up. It sort of just angles around and, to the best of your guesses, is going into the mountain. As you keep just going down and you just keep going into the mountain and start going a little bit down, gets warmer, and the walls just start rumbling slightly. Anyone doing anything?
I feel nothing. This is an adequate temperature.
It is freezing. What do you mean?
I
No, it's
sweat.
getting warmer.
Luna, I sweat.
This is an adequate temperature.
It
You can't blame the ring.
isn't.
You
It
can't
isn't
blame the ring.
It isn't uncomfortably warm yet, but it's definitely like maybe what,
It's a
20
little,
degrees
it's a little chilly
in the middle of a.
I'm going to so
I see Luna is being very nice to all of her friends.
Temperature is fake.
Okay.
It's an illusion. There is no
As
hot
you
and
keep-
cold.
As you keep going down, you eventually stop at a door where there is a short dwarf man waiting. I will. Let me just get up and show you guys the picture.
Oh yeah.
You get this guy. You look at Roll20, and I'll put it in D&D Beyond quickly. Look at how amazing he looks. Just sort of sitting there with a very nice beard. This little sort of cage with on an end of a staff with this glowing sort of silvery, icy owl sort of sitting in it. And just a jolly happy look on his face. He just goes, "Oh, you're here!" I don't know how to say this, but I'm just going to go with this.
I am. Yep. Are you the guy I pay for the commission, or is that someone else?
Don't think that was me. No.
Not you? Okay, cool. I'll talk to someone else about that
Someone
for
else.
a second.
I'm the guy whose back was insulted. Thank you very much.
Your back? I don't think I insulted your back. I think that
Well,
was the
Morphantine did.
Well, I didn't
Yes.
do it.
Mm,
To be
yes.
fair, he was right. It did
Yeah,
take 2
sure.
days to be done.
Well, that was all because he had that stupid paperwork to fill out. You could have just done it instantly. But no, cutting off power to half of the operatives across the galaxy wasn't good enough. Without notice,
I think
really.
I think that might have been a little bit of an issue. Half?
Oh, it's not my problem.
Hold on, I don't think I'm getting half. It takes half to take one off?
No, we've got to realign the coils and move around all the things, so we'll have to cut off half of the access. Other half will be fine, but we'll just have to realign it so we can focus the crystals better to destroy the sigil.
Okay! And how badly is this going to hurt again?
When we actually destroy the sigil on the wall, there'll be a bit of magical feedback and all of that, so you just have to make sure that we, put you in the anti-magic field, and you should be all okay, but it does tend to be a little disruptive, so...
Last time anti-magic fields happened, it got a lot worse for me.
Well, that's a you problem. We can do the other stuff first if you want. I've got the diamonds. So I guess that also doesn't really have much of a fun time. How about I just show you and then we can work from there, yeah?
I'd say you're smarter than I am. Do it in the order you think is best.
Okay. This way, please. And he just sort of turns and opens the door and walks through.
Okay, I follow. Are the other people also coming, or are they like...
If we're allowed to, then yeah.
Come.
I'll come. Yep.
He sort of waves you off. Cheris just sort of stops and then waves you off, but everyone else is able to come.
See ya, Cherish. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming Emily is coming with you guys, or is that not happening?
I mean, I'm not going to leave her alone at the inn.
Is she going to be safe in a room where magical feedback is going to occur?
She'll be kept in an anti-magic place. So, well,
okay.
She'll be kept in a safe bunker.
Okay.
So,
bunker? Damn, okay.
Okay.
What the hell are we
So
doing?
what happens...
So you ever been to a doctor's and there's like an x-ray?
Right, yeah, and they say it won't harm you whatsoever, and they proceed to run off.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's an actual reason for that. It's because they're exposed to it a lot more than you are, so they have to stay behind it to keep themselves safe, whereas you're only getting exposed to it once.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what happens is as you walk down this corridor, it starts to... The walls are no longer stone, they're being replaced with metal. And the rumbling is much more prominent as the temperature rises to probably about 28 degrees. Okay? So, probably just taking off, winter coats and everything. There's like a little coat rack just to the right side, just through the door.
I do
specifically
not take
to
off
this.
my winter coat.
Okay.
I am heat resistant, I have the effects of extreme heat.
I'm taking mine off.
Aries is gonna try putting on the other cloak that they have and taking off the warm cloak to hide themselves.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That happens. After all this occurs, you just sort of... You keep walking down, and after about maybe another 2-minute walk, there's a set of stairs that lead up into... How best to describe it is a circular cockpit? Not really, but sort of control room. Okay? All around the edges of this room, which is about maybe... I haven't actually made a space for this, so you're just going to have to listen to me rambling and describing it all. But it's maybe about 10-foot radius, maybe 15-foot radius room, okay? All around the edges are maybe 6 different stations. Each station having a person sitting down in front of a bank of different levers, little switches, buttons, and different readouts and dials. There's the humming sound of electricity filling the room as they're just sort of like looking over different sheets of paper. There's a few different manuals laying around on open spaces as they just sort of tap away. One person just like, there's two people at one of the consoles in the corner, and then just sort of going about stuff like, the lumen is just about 2 points greater than we'd expected. What sector was this in? It was about G7. We're getting a little bit extra feedback from that all month. Yeah, the intensity of the weird in that point's weird. Yeah. And that sort of conversation's happening. All of these people, by the way, are different sort of species of elves and dwarves and all of that. You're sort of tapping away at all of this stuff, managing it all now. Immediately, all around, just above these consoles, is a line of windows that circles the whole room. Angled sort of at about 45 degrees, so that they, from the top of the consoles, they angle in towards the center. And through these, you can just see crackling sparks of magical lightning, just purple and pinks and greens just throwing everywhere. As you look out into a large cavern, the hum seems to be strongest straight above you, and as this guy who started originally talking to you just walks into the center of the room, is like, "Oh, go time, I guess. How are you guys feeling? You ready?
Where do we need to stand?
You guys need to stay in here. I'm gonna need that one to come out with me out there.
Out there?
Out there."
Where is there?
Okay.
Just sort of points out the window. Everyone else, it's probably going to be a little risky. We're going to have the, I think Jeremy over here is going to move the magical shield around to make sure that they're protected from the crystal and everything, but, can't really guarantee that for everyone. It's only a small shield, so, yeah.
Do the people who don't have any magic need it, or?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! It's sorely recommended.
Okay.
We're dealing with about 1.3 gigavolts of magical energy at the low ends.
Okay. I have no idea what that is, but that's okay.
But actually, can I just change that? Instead of volts, replace that with thorns, because that's magical energy measurements. I am thinking in physics. 1.3 gigathorms of energy at the low end. I think we had 12 petathorms last Tuesday when we had the surge. That was weird. Anyways.
What?
Lots of energy, okay? We're dealing with the entire magical energy for a whole galaxy of thieves here, okay?
Thieves?
We gotta keep moving. Yes! Well, thieves, rogues, assassins, alchemists, wizards, everyone! Everyone within the organization uses this. And all the magic goes through here!
It's not all through here.
All through here!
So all of my magic has been coming through here.
Yes!
Huh.
Now come on! Tut, we've got to deal with this.
Yeah, okay.
Now then, Jeremy, you got the magical shield, yeah?
Magical items, bring or no?
I just leave them here to be safe.
I hand everything magical on my person to Clove.
Okay.
The bard has everything.
Who has the sack of diamonds? Oh, great, thanks. And someone just hands him a big sack.
What do you need
Big
the
brown
diamonds
sack.
Luna just taps ahead.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, telepathically.
Oh.
to Luna.
No,
Oh,
not it wasn't.
no?
It was Taranthe.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I understand. Out of character, at least, I think I understand. In
Yep.
character, I'm like, okay.
Okay, so if you just come this way, miss,
Yep, I'm
and he
coming.
just
I'm coming.
starts walking down another staircase. And this one's a much shorter staircase. It basically just leads down
It's 3
and then goes
steps.
straight back up again.
Fuck.
Yeah, it leads down maybe 10 steps and then goes back up about 10 steps to a large submarine-style door, which you just like... And it just turns and twists, and as it twists up, there's this sort of thunk behind you as something sinks down. As behind you a door closes, just keeping it in. Okay, so just be warned, you're about to step in to a lot of magic. Are you ready?
I sure as fuck hope so. And she just
Great.
walks in.
And as you walk into an enormous cavern, probably at least a few hundred feet tall and a few hundred feet wide, very circular, spherical. Okay. Behind you, there is this large metal plinth, which sort of looks like the outside of this control room you saw. There's windows around the edge, and then a thick metal roof. And then in the center of this roof is a large cylinder with different legs sort of going out from the cylinder and stabilizing it, as on top of the cylinder is just an enormous crystal. And I'm not... It's taking up like 400 feet tall, a few hundred feet in diameter shard of purple crackling crystal. As it just, the energy from this crystal just reverberates. And you've seen this crystal before. This is Arcanite. This is an enormous just chunk of Arcanite. As your eyes change your gaze to look around the cavern, on all of the walls, you see just little sigils engraved. Little sigils. Some have eyes, some have feathers, some have just a little horn. All of them different. But there's thousands of them. And they line floor to ceiling. And these arcs of lightning just jump from the crystal at different intermittent points to each of the different ones. Sometimes it would go from the horn sometimes it would go from the sigil to the crystal. Other times the reverse. And it just keeps jumping around all over the place. As this just chaos of magical energy and turbulence just occurs. And as you're looking, there's all of these different sort of focusing apparatus just sort of moving around the crystal, like different plates, or some of them are different other smaller crystals on rotating arms and things like that. But what seems most important is this large sort of just black metal plate just directly in front between you and the crystal. A few sparks just sort of shoot off towards the plate and then just sort of bounce off and fizzle out. Almost as if it's protecting you. Big, eh?
Very.
Yeah. Wasn't lying when I said the whole galaxy. Now, come on. We got things to do. Wouldn't happen to remember about when you got the sigil made, you know?
I've been alive for about 3 months. This sigil is older than I am.
Okay, so older than 3 months. That's
700
I'm just
years?
kidding with you. Huh, okay.
Or more?
Yeah. Something like that. I think I remember which one it was. It was 12J9. There we go. Okay, this way, please. And he just sort of pivots and starts walking off to the right.
Okay.
Towards... He just sort of keeps walking. About halfway along the walk, there's this sort of rock sort of path that sort of starts winding up around the cavern walls. And he just sort of starts walking up. And he stops at about maybe 10 meters up. And crouches down to a sigil larger than the others that looks very similar to the one on your own back. This one?
It looks about right. I don't think there are many discrepancies. I mean, do you just need to match what it is?
I just need to know what it is. I just need to know which one it is so we know where to strike it.
She
You
just
know?
lifts the back of her shirt to him. That look about right?
Oh yeah,
sir?
looks about right. Yeah, look, she'll be right. Okay. So, I think we'll do the, let's do the magic, let's do the revivify first, or whatever you want, okay? So,
I feel like they've been
a few
talking
things we've got to
longer
do.
than a minute, but yes.
You know, revivify, resurrection, rejuvenation, all the same. All the same, just burst of energy and it just wakes them all up, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose, yes.
Yeah.
Is there going to be an issue with multiple of us have the sigil?
Ah,
Like,
we'll see.
we share the body, is it going to...
If you're gonna be revived in the new body,
That's the plan.
I don't think we'll get a sigil, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Now, first thing is first, we've got a few things to do. Okay. Now, yes. Okay, so let me just hand you, and he just sort of hands you this big, just brown Berman sack. I'm not sure if it's burlap. Burlap, that's the word. Hessen sack that you feel just it's heavy and it's sharp in places. So that one's for you. Now
Okay.
I just need to. Okay. Now then, here's the risky part. I gotta cast a spell, so just be ready. Does not hopefully that shield should be what?
Are they going to be revived in here?
I mean, yeah, I don't have the energy to perform 4 9th level spells, so we just gotta use that stuff.
No, I meant are their bodies going to form here?
I assume so.
Okay.
If you're here, then yeah.
Sorry, I'm not exactly sure. I've never cast a spell above 2nd level.
Well, we're about to cast 5 9th, so it'll be an experiment, eh? Now then.
5?
Oh yes. What? Is there not?
I thought
Because
it was
Chloe.
4.
Well, I need to cast the wish spell to free you of the wish, don't I?
Oh, yes, right. 5th, 9th. Yes, sorry. Yes, I thought you were just talking about resurrections.
No, I've got to cast a wish now, if you'll excuse me. And he just mutters something in Dwarven.
Smutters.
As... Actually, I don't know how this would show. This is very rapid fire, by the way. Sorry about all this.
No, you don't have to apologize. This is a cool visualization for myself.
Okay. As this sort of... I don't know how to say it, but you just sort of... This, in your mind, Luna, you just get this visualization of a moon. It's just massive moon. It's cratered and cracked and torn up all over the place from different meteorites landing, but as a whole, it's still a big moon. And as you watch, just sort of cracks a little more. And then there's a crack to the side. There's a few up and down and all over the place as it just sort of shatters, leaving just a white, nebulous ball of floating light. It slowly just sort of fractures off, like a little bit over there, just pink. A little bit over there, red. That one, oh, there's a little bit of blue. And there's some red, green. And that just sort of keeps happening. It's little flickers, just only 6 colors though. 6 familiar colors. Though I guess you can't really say black's a color, but you get the idea. Okay? And as we just flick back outside, it's just like, you know what?
I think so. I think so.
Okay. Well, here's open. Okay. You ready for the next part?
I hope so.
Great! Okay, now, give me a second. Jeremy! And you just sort of, it's sort of like a yell, but also not a yell, as he just sort of starts doing something. Jeremy! It's time! Move the shield to the right, left! Okay. So I'm just gonna like back up a little as he and the shield sort of start shifting away from you and around to the side. And he's just like, right! And he sticks both thumbs up at you. Okay?
Okay.
As the shield sort of starts shifting over to the side, a few little bursts of lightning just sort of start falling closer to you. Just a little one there, one there. And then another one, maybe 2 feet away. And then another one just only a foot away.
Fuck all right.
As the shield fully moves away, and this burst of lightning just sort of starts coming straight towards you. Are you doing anything before, or are you just staying there?
I haven't been told to do anything else.
Okay. As this energy just sort of bursts through you and impacts just through your body, the sack in your hand just starts glowing, and you start glowing, and the sigil behind you just glows. And it's all bright! And it's all brilliant light, and for a second you lose your vision. All you can see is white. As it just, there's this, it hurts a little at first, but then there's just this sudden burst of pain, and as it just overwhelms you for a second and blinds you, fall to your knees as your eyes clear, and as you start blinking everything out of the white out of your eyes, you just hear another groan to your right.
I glance towards them. That's the just genuine reaction.
You glance to the right, and sitting there is a not entirely clothed black tiefling.
I did not buy you extra clothes.
And as you look around to your left, there's another tiefling, a white one, and another white tiefling. Hey,
I mean, there's slight differences between them.
I don't honestly know the colors of all of them, but you know. Hey, there's 4 extra tieflings now!
One of
And
them
I-
is white-ish with these just gold scars cutting across their chest and their arms and stuff. Both of their horns are covered, like, somewhat plated gold down to the tips. And the horns are much sharper than what Luna's are. Another one kind of has like grass stains over their body in different areas. It's odd, and their hair is just kind of this mess with like vines and like jungle-like leaves from the spell just taking anything that was nearby and just putting it in. The one closest to Luna probably looks most like her, besides the fact that there is her hands up to about her forearm are purple and like frostbite scarred. The same is true for the tip of her tail and her legs. And she is the only one to share the dragon scales that cover a lot more of her face than Luna's.
Okay. So, all of these are just sort of, these 4 different tieflings are sort of just sitting on the ground. Without clothes, sadly, because, you know, don't really have any clothes when you're revived. If you didn't before.
Does make sense, I guess.
Yeah, sorry. And
They're magic, they're
yeah.
They can get their own clothes.
As I don't know, I'm gonna let you do the others because they're all yours, except for the black one. He just goes like,
Fuck yes!
"Hi,
Freedom!
hi."
Oh, it is so good to breathe fresh air again. You have no idea. Listen, I'm just saying, it is stuffy in that head. All right, man, what's with all the crackling electricity bullshit happening?
I'd be more worried about your lack of clothes.
No, this is about me on a Thursday night.
What happens on a Friday night?
Worse. Where is my instruments, actually? Oh shit, am I gonna have to start collecting instruments again? Fuck.
I don't know. Hi. Thank you, Luna.
Hi, yeah.
I
Sorry, that's the wrong accent. Jeez. Sorry, ooh, man, I feel lightheaded.
yeah. Could you just take maybe 20 hit points of lightning damage if that's okay? Just for that, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I was expecting more. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, you want to make it 40? Sure.
I feel like I'm going to get more once they break that sigil. But anyway.
About that. Yeah, you sort of just right now. You sort of feel a lack of just magic, as something you don't feel anything just coming from your back anymore. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, make it 40. Sorry.
Nah, you know what, Mary? I'm gonna make it 60. How about that?
Yeah, just leave it on 1 hit point. Sure, sounds great.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
We're not doing any combat today, are we?
No.
Yeah, it's fine, we've got healers. Anyway, back mail. You don't feel anything coming.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
it was sad.
Okay.
I could have added the part
Okay.
about on your back or whatever. It is
I'd
4:32.
It is. Okay,
Do
and
we have
yeah,
clothes?
Now we have an even more fun time of trying to
didn't
find
think
food.
about that.
It is.
You know
Listen,
what? We've
it's
got
alright. I'm good. And fucking Riley walks out of the room. If we can.
Uh,
The rest of us.
you know, there's like this whole sort of like shield that's been moved back over with like. I wouldn't just go just yet. We sort of need to all stay under the black thing so we don't die. You know?
Die. Oh, I've done it once.
Yeah! And we just done died you! So we don't want to re-die you, okay?
Oh, just let me out. Let me out. I want to be free again. Oh.
Like, let's just go down here. We've got some
How
clothes
long
that
has
we
it
can
been?
put on you guys.
How long has it been?
I don't know!
Are you really gonna stop me now? It's been so long and you're gonna stop me?
I mean, it's only really a suggestion. If you do want to go and just risk the magic, go ahead!
Risk the magic.
Yeah, let's see. I think about a year ago we had a guy that stepped out. Yeah, he sort of got turned into a frog.
This is actually
And then
really
a newt, and then a snail,
I'm sorry, I just have
and
to
then a
compliment you guys.
tarrasque, and a cheese.
This is a brilliant feat of just like arcane engineering. Like, in my time, I never thought Magitech could ever get this more impressive.
Yeah, this is about 1,000 years old.
It's older than I am, Jesus. Oh.
Of course. We've been building this up for 1,000 years. Sure, the crystal's gotten bigger, but
just look at it all. Look at all the lightning and the expansiveness and just the and there's just this crackle of bardic energy over them. Just untethered magical energy.
Okay, now come on. We've got to get you inside. There's cloaks down here, and we can let you out. Okay?
Okay. Do I need the cloak?
Yes.
Damn. All right.
Now come on. And he just sort of starts walking down.
I am playing this one because it is the easiest one for me to play. I think the other two
I
are
figured.
just in shock.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Zysteg sort of just helps, you know, one of the others up, and
It's just occurred to me from what I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
It just occurred to me. My understanding, Zystag didn't leave on the best terms, did they? Right?
I think
Or am I
that's
just dumb?
fine. I don't know. Are they gonna care? They already killed them once. They've served their death penalty.
Yeah. So, let's just say, for the sake of fixing up this session so I can hop off to work,
You're trapped here.
No! Okay. They sort of just escort everyone down, back through the submarine door, which is closed, and then, you know, they hand over, like, cloaks they can just cover. There's no other clothes or anything, so they're sort of just, you know, got nothing under the cloak, but yeah, they'll be right, yeah.
You shirt and offer it if anyone wants. Yeah, any of you guys want a shirt? You guys alright?
That's a lot of you.
Recommend some modesty.
I don't know which one I offered it to.
It feels
I don't know
like
comedy
pure
portrays right.
graviturgy magic in there. It's
Okay,
just
that's
beautiful.
not Luna.
Listen, what, I look like Luna to you? God damn, I've got a giant scar.
No.
I don't even have the scale.
No,
Do I look like Luna?
Look,
Christ.
I am Look, I am slowly losing
I'll
it.
tell you what, though, you do look attractive. I'll tell you what.
Oh, hi,
Back
Riley.
off.
Oh, I can finally see them interact. This is going to be so entertaining.
Back off.
Can I have the shirt,
Riley.
Randy?
What's up?
Can I have the shirt?
The
Yeah,
black teeth.
sure.
The black tiefling, yes.
There
You know.
you go. I don't mind.
Oh, it's
Good.
okay. Do not worry. All right, I will be fine. And Riley takes off the cloak, and then she just casts minor illusion on herself to make it look like she's wearing clothes.
I feel like I've just gained a scar.
You couldn't have done that before you took off the cloak, Riley.
Never.
You could
Never.
please. Next time,
Oh.
prior knowledge.
Listen,
Child.
listen. Okay, fine. I'll put
I guess
the
on
cloak back on.
years you would
Listen,
start to care less
Listen,
about.
Randy, me and you, we're friends, okay? Right? We're friends.
Yeah.
We're good friends. She casts friends. We're friends, me and you.
Yes, we are.
We're very good friends.
You-
Good.
Ugh.
Yeah, you've always been alright. Hey, you're a bit.
Luna?
You're very
yeah,
intense.
what? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Do you feel your heartbeat? And Zystarg is just holding a pair of fingers up to their neck.
I don't really feel any different. I can check. I don't really know how to check. I haven't had one
Just
before.
hold your fingers here. Hold your fingers here.
She puts her fingers up to like her neck.
There's the slight. It's slow. It's very stuttery. But there's a... Boom.
Huh.
Boom.
And just so that everyone else is aware, Luna's eyes are fully pink now. There is no one black, no pink, one pink. They are both pink.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. How are we all feeling?
Yeah, good.
Great.
Alright,
I think
that's good.
that probably counts as at least multiple short-term goals being completed, you know?
Yeah.
I am a
Mm,
short-term
yeah.
goal, I know. I
No.
know, it was only short-term. I understand.
No.
My whole
Oh, yeah.
character motivation is only short-term goals. I understand. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
Only been
yo.
alive for a couple months.
Yeah.
You're right, it's only taken me 3 months to get this done.
Mhm.
Which is more than the 700 years the other ones tried for could do.
Yep. So, okay, yeah, so, I think that's about how we're doing, how we're all feeling.
Please buy them clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
I would
I'm
help, but I've
definitely
only got one shirt, and I feel like me taking my pants off would be not an improvement situation.
Keep your pants
Hold on,
on.
I mean, you
Yeah.
have winter clothes as well.
You left those behind.
Well, yeah,
There
was a coat rack.
but you have another set of clothes because you have the traveler's clothes and then you have the clothes that you had before.
Yes, okay, but right now,
Where have you kept them?
presumably back at the inn, they're not on me.
Are they in the do you have a backpack? Because that's where I've been keeping most of my stuff.
I don't know. I'm.
It's a very bulging backpack, but it's holding.
Don't lug everything around all the time. When
The donkey's in there too.
The donkey. No, my backpack can hold up to 30 pounds, and it's currently holding 27. So like,
I will buy each and every one of you clothing. It's not going to be fancy though.
oh, you're going to buy me more clothes?
Yes.
You all need more clothes. How are you guys all gonna do anyway?
That's a good
Do you
question.
have like anything?
Fuck.
I know you're gonna do that.
I'm not buying you any more instruments, Riley. I'm not buying anyone instruments.
Oh no,
Or
they're
any-
expensive. I'll do that myself.
Good. Have fun with getting them. Anyway.
I will. I'm a very good performer.
I know. Anyway.
Combat was there. Combat.
Technically, there was.
Technically.
Technically, there was 2 rounds.
Ranthy contributed so much to combat, guys.
Choosing not to attack immediately.
I would like everyone to vote for Luna for the combat. I think I did great.
The way Luna ended it by
I
arriving.
did not contribute to the combat.
It still doesn't seem to grasp that Gertrude killed like 5 skeletons.
I didn't see it. Didn't happen. You're talking to someone that is 3 months old and has had voices talking in their head for that entire time. So, like...
Oh yeah, like when do babies develop object permanence?
Wait, you guys exist when I'm not in the room? Undertook a
exist when they're not
perilous
at
journey
school?
that took time to complete. Yep, guys, it's alright. We didn't get Emily. That wasn't a perilous journey that took time to complete.
I guess, yeah.
Failed a significant roll. Did anyone fail a significant roll?
No, unless saving throws against getting turned into a steak count. I don't know.
Impacted the world I've impacted the world a lot.
Yeah, I was.
I have impacted the world.
You brought Riley into the world.
Yep.
That's
brought
gonna
the-
impact it a lot.
I have brought a famous entertainer back from the dead.
Yes.
I have
Entertainer.
impacted the world. Listen, it's an
Hello.
impact. Tainting is an impact.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're going to address the fact that Riley has randomly cast friends on Ranthy at some point later.
She's your friend now. For the next
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
Saving throw for that?
No,
I don't mind.
it's a self spell. It is actually she is looking really good, but she has advantage on charisma saves against like charisma checks on you.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Myria, you might want to go now. Because you have.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's 4:45, guys. We did it.
Woo!
Whoa.
Me too, do it. Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying,
Ew.
Ranthy, be happy it was friends and not charm person.
Fair.
Riley is not Clove. Anyway,
Yeah.
ending stream. What up, nerds? Have fun with that one.